Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the LBFWN. It is your boy Lewis back with another live, man. Shout out to Clay Pro. Shout out to Gideon already. G Money in the building. I'm back with another live stream with another video. Just waiting for my man, T, the God, the Father, Jefferson to come through. So once again, guys, make sure y'all smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure once again you hit that notification bell to keep receiving the latest content. And make sure you guys share the stream. Again, if you are New Orleans Pelicans fans, hope to see you tonight. Hope to see Zion Williamson's second game. It's the Denver Nuggets against the New Orleans Pelicans. The Nuggets come in at 30 and 14, while the New Orleans Pelicans come in at 17 and 28. They're introducing the lineups right now for the Pelicans right now. So we just saw Lonzo Ball and we just saw Brandon Ingram getting introduced. I want to see if Zion is starting, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe as you guys come in. We're about to get started with this game. So right now, again, they're just doing introductions. They're just showing some of the highlights, all right, for tonight's game. I'm trying to see if tonight's game is going to be on ESPN. It might be, or it might be on one of the NBA League Pass channels. So I'm going to see in a moment. But once again, guys, welcome on this Friday night, man. I truly appreciate you guys for coming by, come through. And I can't wait to get started, man. So, hopefully more people come in. So yeah, G Money, I had to change the game. All right. So we are well underway. Well, not well underway. We're just 3 seconds into the game. The Nuggets got possession. So Alvin Gentry is going with Nikola Jokic right there. And it looks like the ball went out of bounds, so the Pelicans will get the ball. So Zion is starting, ladies and gentlemen. So Drew Holiday has got the basketball. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Lonzo Ball comes into the paint, kicks it out to Favors, who gives it to Drew Holiday, comes off the screen, shoots the three-pointer, in and out, rebound, looks like Torrey Craig, into the hands of Will Barton. I believe he's starting because Jamal Murray's not starting because he's out with an injury. That's right, I forgot. All right, so Jeremy Grant's got the basketball. He gives it to Jokic. Jokic dribbles into the paint on Favors, takes it off the glass, and he scores. Denver scores the first point. They're up 2-0. Again, smash the like, hit the subscribe. Nuggets, Pelicans. And Zion quickly off the lob pass from Drew Holiday. He dunks it, and then we are tied at 2. So here comes Jokic back. He gives it to Will Barton. Will Barton gives it to Jokic. Torrey Craig comes off a very slip screen by Will Barton. Jokic, pump fake, up and under, pump fakes again, shoots the shot, turn around, he scores. Nice footwork by Jokic, by the big man, the Joker. Nuggets up 4-2. Here comes Drew Holiday. He gives it to Derek Favors. Screen set by Lonzo, gives it to Brandon Ingram. Faces the double team, he turns it over. Into the hands of Jokic. Outlet pass to Torrey Craig, loses the handle, gives it back to Barton, kicks it out to Gary Harris, who goes to the corner for 3, shoots it, but he misses. Rebound Holiday. Into the hands of Zion Williamson, the number 1 draft pick. And where's number 1 proudly? Because he was number 1 in his last game. So Holiday dribbles the basketball. He tries to dump it into Zion, but the ball goes out of bounds. Once again, guys, smash that like, hit that subscribe as you guys come in. He says Zion's been with the same playing style. I give him 10 years in the NBA max. I mean, this is only his second game, so we got to see how he does, Clay, bro. This is his second game. Obviously, we got to see more. So the ball is inbounded to Lonzo Ball. Should I say Drizzy? He gives it to Ingram, who comes off the screen, shoots the three-pointer, drains it, knocks it down. The Pelicans take the lead 5-4. Again, guys, hit the like. Make sure you guys subscribe as you guys come in. LBFWN. So Will Barton with the basketball. He gives it to Jokic. Gives it to Torrey Craig, who gives it to Will Barton. Barton kicks it out to Jokic. Jokic dribbles left. Tries to bounce pass, but Lonzo cuts him off. Good defense by Lonzo. Keeping his ground. Gives it to Gary Harris. Gives it to Will Barton. Shoots the three-pointer. Misses. Rebound Lonzo Ball off that loose shot. He gives it to Ingram. Wow, Ingram didn't even get the space. Torrey Craig, he dribbles around, turn around, pump fake, he blocks. Got enough body contact to get the foul on Torrey Craig. Sorry. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, right away, make sure you hit that like and hit that subscribe. Right now it is 5-4. We are just well on the way in the first quarter between the New Orleans Pelicans and the Denver Nuggets. Brandon Ingram, Compton zone will be for, I don't know if he's going to count. What state is Brandon Ingram from again? If you guys, I'm going to just look it up. But Brandon Ingram's having a sensational season, 10th in the NBA in scoring, averaging just over 25 a game. He's averaging 6 rebounds and just about 4 assists a game. All right, so they just showed the starting lineups right now. So you got Lonzo, Drew, Derek Favors, Zion, and Brandon for the Pelicans, and you got Will Barton, Torrey Craig. You have Jokic, you have Gary Harris, and you got Will Barton for the Nuggets. Again, guys, smash that like and hit that subscribe. All right, so Gary Harris rules the ball. He shoots the jump shot, misses offensive rebound. Jokic puts it up, puts it in. And Jokic has all 6 Nuggets points to start this game. All right, so Zion dribbles. This is Alonzo for the corner 3. He misses offensive rebound. Favors tap. No. Into the hands to Gary Harris. He gives it Jokic. Nice high low to Gary Harris for the score. And the Nuggets lead now 8-7, regain the lead 8-7. All right. So mental ball dribbles, gets into the paint, scoop layup, misses, shot it too strong. And it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession with 8:49 remaining in the first quarter. All right. So again, guys, smash the like, hit the subscribe. Again, if you are a Denver Nuggets fan, welcome to the LBFWN. If you are a Pelicans fan, welcome to the LBFWN. So Brandon Ingram comes off a screen off the inbound. Zion sets the screen. He gets it into Zion, the post. Here comes Zion. Shoot with the left hand, and he scores. And the Pelicans now lead 9. So Nikola Jokic has got the basketball. He gives it to Jeremy Grant, who puts a move on Favors, goes in between the legs. He dribbles his left, kicks it out, and he gets fouled, but no foul call. Jokic with the offensive rebound, takes it out to Grant. Grant gets into the paint, scoop layup, and he scores through 2 defenders in the air. Nice play. I'm surprised he didn't get the foul. And the Nuggets lead 10-9. So Drew Holiday comes back into the paint, almost travels, gets it into the hands of Lonzo Ball, who gets it into the hands of that was Derek Favors, but my stream went out for a second, so let me just wait, guys. Just give me a second. And let's see if it comes back real quick so that I can continue doing this play. All right, so I don't know what just happened. It looks like there was a foul, and it might have been on Jokic. So let's see who's at the free throw line. Right now, he's 3 for 3, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. I will be checking the chat on the first time out. And Derek Favors misses the first free throw. 8:03 remaining in the first quarter. The Nuggets lead 10-9. Again, we are in the Big Easy in New Orleans in the Smoothie King Arena. Denver Nuggets versus the New Orleans Pelicans. JJ Redick checks in for Zion Williamson as he gets his first breather. He played about close to 4 minutes right there. 3 minutes and 57 seconds of action. Got himself 2 points. Derek Favors averaging 9 points this season. His free throw is good. Missed the first, hit the second, and we are tied at 10. So here comes Will Barton. Gives it to Nikola Jokic. All right. Here comes Jokic. Gives it to Will Barton. Barton gets into the paint. All right. Gives it out to Gary Harris. Gives it back to Will Barton. Gives it to Jokic. He pump fakes. Dribbles all the way to the left. Euro step on Favors, but he can't knock it down, but gets the offensive rebound, but they call a foul. They call a foul. So he gets the foul call. All right. So Jokic at the free throw line. First free throw was good. So let me just check in the chat real quick. So Clay Pro says Zion is playing. Oh yeah, I've read that one. G Money says TNT flexed off the Blazers Nuggets for Spurs Lakers on February 4th. Huh? Okay. Oh, so Jokic's free throws have actually gone up by a month. He's averaging nearly 7 free throw attempts in January. Remember, guys, he wasn't in the best of shape. All right, so Reddick comes off the screen off the Favors pass. Drew Holiday gets wide open for 3, and they miss. The Pelicans run really good plays. They just haven't been able to knock down shots. So Will Barton takes the jump shot, and he knocks it down. Took it all the way. Nuggets now lead 14-10. Again, guys, smash that like, hit that subscribe. All right, so Brandon Ingram with the basketball. He dribbles. He keeps dribbling. And let me know if these in there, man, because right now I just have the game on the screen. So right now, Favors. Oh, he tries to pass it, but he turns it over. All right, here we go. Gary Harris with the ball. Gives it in. Gives it into Grant. He posts up, kicks it out to Will Barton. Faces a double team. All right, he gives it to Grant, but he turns it over. Good defense by Drew Holiday. Here comes Ingram. Ingram between the legs. He gets into the paint. Pump fake. And they turn it over, but they call the. Oh no, they said the ball was tipped out of bounds, but it'll be Nuggets basketball. And we have our first timeout, guys. 6:29 remaining in the first quarter. Score is 14-10. You're watching Pelicans versus Nuggets on the LBFWN. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. All right, so let's go into the chat once again. So G Money says the Mavs got Willie Cauley-Stein. Oh, did they? I did not know that. If they got Willie Cauley-Stein, then who did the Warriors get then if they made a trade? Unless if he was bought out. Clay Pro says the Lakers. Shout out to Toby Bartlett in the building. Appreciate you. Clay Pro says the Lakers. Sees Clips in Lakerland on Tuesday. I can't wait for that game. I can't wait for that game. The only thing is that game is late though. It's 10:30. Clay Pro says Ingram was traded by LeBron. Oh, you already know for sure that he was. You were about to do the Key Money says you were about to do the Kings and the Bulls. What changed your mind? Well, it was because D wanted to do this game, and then I found out that Laurie Markkinen got injured, and he's out 4 to 6 weeks. So I'm like, damn, that sucks that I can't even see him play. I will do a Chicago Bulls game one day. I do want to get, like I said, I want to get all 30 teams and then get back to doing the big games again. So I still haven't done the Hornets. I haven't done the Wizards. I haven't done the Bulls. I haven't done the Timberwolves. They're the only 4 teams in the league that haven't done a game from. So I definitely want to do them as well, before I get back. But once again, guys, man, smash that like and hit that subscribe. Uh, shout out to everybody that's, liking the content. Shout out to those who are subscribed to the LBFW1. Oh, and G Money says Warriors got a draft pick. Oh, okay. Was it a first round or second round pick? Let me know in the comments if it was a first round or second round pick. Oh yeah, so just a heads up, guys. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be doing those NBA topics that you guys see. So definitely, I'll be doing those NBA topics tomorrow. So be excited for that. Make sure you guys smash the like on that one too, because we got a lot to talk about. We're gonna be talking about Zion's NBA debut. We're gonna be talking about LeBron passing Kobe Bryant. We're gonna be talking about Kyrie's drama with the Brooklyn Nets. All that and a whole lot more. So right now they're showing Monte Morris talking about Zion Williamson. As we are about to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, guys, man, smash that like, hit that subscribe. I see we got 10 people watching. Let's hopefully get more people watching, man. Shout out to G Money. So Clay Pro says, who you got winning the All-Star game, the East or the West? Yo, I haven't even seen the lineups yet. I got to see the lineups. I got to get back to you on that, Clay Pro. I'll give you an answer later on. But for right now, the game is back. I got to see. All right, so Torrey Craig gives the ball to Jokic. Michael Porter Jr. checks in. Jokic takes a jump shot. He misses. Rebound to J.J. Redick, who gives it to Drizzy, or should I say Lonzo Ball. He gives it to J.J. Redick, who gives it to Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball shoots a three-pointer, swishes it, drains it, knocks it down. Pelicans trail by 14-13. All right, so Jokic gives it to Michael Porter Jr., comes off the screen, shoots the three-pointer. He misses. Rebound, Derek Favors. Lonzo Ball pushes the ball up the floor to Drew Holiday, spins off Jokic, goes into the paint, layup. It gets blocked into the hands of Michael Porter Jr., MPJ. He gives it to he gives it to Grant, who gives it to Jokic. Jokic lobs it into Grant, but he has to kick it out because he lost the handle. Gives it to Torrey Craig for 3, and he splashes it in the corner, left corner. And the Pelicans now lead, the Nuggets now lead 17-13. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. Lonzo kicks it out to Drew Holiday, dribbles left into the paint, gives it to Favors. Nice reverse layup, and he scores. 17-15 Nuggets. All right. Um, so Jokic just got the ball. He gives it to now he allows it into Will Barton. Again, I'll be checking chats in the timeouts. Barton can't find anybody. Good Pelicans. Good defense by Lonzo. He's all over him. And now Brandon Ingram is on Grant. Tough shot right there. Good defense. Good contest by Brandon Ingram. And there goes Favors with the rebound. Great defense by the Pelicans on that possession. Great. All right. So Brandon Ingram's got the basketball. All right. Drew Holiday just dribbles around Michael Porter Jr., but he misses the reverse. Into the hands of Torrey Craig. And looks like we might have a foul on Drew Holiday. And he's complaining to the referee and saying that that's a foul. And he is yelling at that referee right there. I wonder if they called the technical. Let me know if they called the technical, guys. Did they call the technical? Did they call the technical? Yeah, they did call the technical on Drew. So Barton shoots the free throw. He drains it. 18-15 Denver. All right. So, yeah, he was complaining, saying that he got a foul. All right. So Jahlil Okafor is in the game. All right. So Will Barton gets a screen by Jokic, dribbles all the way into the paint, and Jokic with the offensive rebound misses. He gets another offensive rebound, lobs it, but he can't, and he gets fouled. I say this is the difference with Jokic now than earlier in the season. You're seeing he's more active on the offensive glass. There were times where he could barely jump. I mean, he could still barely jump, but at the very least, he's getting those offensive rebounds. Jokic at the free throw line, and he scores the first free throw, and it is now 19-15. Denver Nuggets. And Alvin Gentry's complaining to the referee about that, saying that he felt there should have been a foul call. Jokic's second free throw is good. 20-15 Denver. Again, guys, smash that like, hit that subscribe. All right, so Holiday gets all the way with the left. 2017. All right, so Jokic just got the basketball. He kicks it out to Torrey Craig in the corner. He shoots the three from the right wing, and he drains it again. Torrey Craig, 2 for 2. Nuggets now lead 23-17. Just under 4 remaining in the first. Lonzo allows it into Ingram, and he gets wide open for the dunk. Nuggets now lead 23-19. The ball is inbounded to Monte Morris, another talented player. This Nuggets team is deep. Screen set by Jokic, gives it to Will Barton, kicks it out to Monte Morris. Monte Morris with the crossover, being guarded by Lonzo, gives it to Jokic. Jokic shoots the jump shot like Dirk, man. Shot that ball like Dirk, and he gets the bounce. He scores again. And the Nuggets now lead 25-19. So Lonzo with the chest pass, the bounce pass, I should say, to Drew Holiday. Did the basket count? Did that basket count? Good job by Lonzo utilizing the pick and roll. Brandon Ingram cuts right to the rim. On Lonzo getting double teamed, and they just let him go. All right, so Malik Beasley has checked into the game. Lonzo gives it to J.J. Redick, utilizes an Okafor screen, gets the ball back at the top of the key, being guarded by Michael Porter Jr. Kicks it out to is that Frank Jackson? Yeah, that's Frank Jackson. No, that's not Frank Jackson. That's what's his face again? I forgot. I'll get back to that. But Torrey Craig on the layup, and he scores. Had to adjust in midair after almost getting stripped, and the Nuggets now lead 27-19. Another lob by Lonzo. Nice pass by Brandon Ingram, and Okafor on the cut to the basket. He scores. It's 27-21. So here comes Monte Morris. Gives it to Jokic. Pump fake. Dribbles left. Kicks it out to Morris. Shoots a three-pointer, and it goes in and out. Porter Jr. on the offensive glass. He misses. Rebound Okafor. Gives it to Brandon Ingram. Ingram with the in and out with his left hand gives it to Lonzo. Transition three-pointer knocks it down. I'm seeing a more confident Lonzo Ball with his three-point shooting, and it's 27-24. So because of that, ladies and gentlemen, we got a timeout. We have a timeout. Yeah, see, Lonzo almost stripped him of the ball, but good job of Torrey Craig adjusting. 2:13 remaining in the first quarter. It is 27-24. Denver Nuggets, man. You're watching Nuggets versus Pelicans on the LBFWN. All right, so once again, smash that like, hit that subscribe. Let's look at the chat. Who do I got winning, the East or the West? The West has the better lineup, so I'm going to go with the West. Yeah, it is beastly, so I got the West. G Money says, I know you are tired of me complaining, but in my opinion, I think TNT should. Let's go to the comment. I think TNT should have shown the Sixers in the Hawks game next Thursday instead of the Warriors and the Celtics. The Hawks are trash, but Atlanta has some talent. You got a point. You got a point. You do have a point. And he also says that Trae Young is an all-star starter. Yes, him and Luka Doncic both made the all-star team. Clay Pro says that the West starting five is the dream team, but they're missing Curry. Dang, I mean, if Curry's in there, then the question is who goes to the bench. If Curry is playing, you know he's going to start. Question being is that who goes to the bench now? You know, so let me know who you guys think will go on the bench. Who will go on the bench? That'd be interesting, and that I would love to find out. But once again, guys, if you guys haven't, man, make sure y'all smash that like and hit that subscribe. LBFWN, again, New Orleans Pelicans against the Denver Nuggets. As we are on a commercial break, but definitely, for sure, that Western Conference. What do you guys think of their jerseys? Let me think about that, man. Um, Let me think. Yeah, so let me know about that. Like, what do you guys think about the new jerseys that are for All Star Weekend? There's a lot. I actually think they did a pretty good job. I haven't been a fan of the jerseys. Shout out to 985 Hatake. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that wrong. Hopefully, the Knicks fans are hating. Well, let me tell you right now. 985. I'm a Knicks fan, and I'm not hating on the Pelicans. I really like their team. They're a very talented team, and I think they have the opportunity to get into the playoffs. I really think so. They're that talented. I love Brandon Ingram's game. Hopefully, I'm not giving up on Lonzo yet, even though he's right now looking like a bust so far, but I'm not giving up on him because he does have very good skills. It's just a matter of him being confident, being more aggressive. But I like Luke. I like him. I obviously like Zion because he's impacted this team. I like the pieces they have. I just think they got to get better defensively. That's just me, but I think the Pelicans they definitely can push for the playoffs because they have played better. They're 11-6 after starting 6 for 22. So as Monte Morris knocks down the jump shots, it's 29-24 and 985. If you haven't, man, subscribe to the LBFWN. There's no Pelican hating right here. I like them. So Lonzo Ball gives it to JJ Redick, comes off the screen, shoots a three, and he drains it, knocks it down. And it is 29-27, Denver Nuggets. All right, so Monte Morris gets the ball off the screen. No, that was Malik Beasley. My apologies. And there is a foul. Don't know if it's on JJ Redick or Jahlil Okafor. So yeah, 985. Yeah, make sure you subscribe, man. There's no hating out here, man. What we try to do out here, right here on the LBFWN. Yo, I love the Pelicans. Now, JJ Redick is the number one three-point shooter all time against the Denver Nuggets. 49.5%, man. 49.5. All right, so Monte Morris gives it to Michael Porter Jr., shoots the three-pointer. Man, he just rised up on Eton Moore, and he drained it. Nuggets lead 32-27, man. Lonzo once again lobs it to Eton Moore. Eton Moore gets into the paint. He gets blocked by Monte. Good defense, but they called a foul. They called a foul on that. That looked like it was all ball. I don't think that was a foul. I think that was a foul. All right, so each one more knocks down the first free throw. It's 32-28. Here comes Jackson Hayes in. He checks in. I think the Pelicans will be competitive, but I think they might just be short of the playoffs unless they make a move. So he knocks down the free throw. It is 32-29, but I do like their team, though. And they're still right there. All right, so under a minute remaining. And shout out to D. I will check you in as soon as the timeout and finish this quarter. So Porter Jr. gets stripped. But again, guys, make sure y'all smash that like button, man, and hit that subscribe. Clay Pro, let me just check in quickly. He says Pelicans don't stand a chance of getting in the playoffs. Maybe next year if they can pick up a good draft pick and make some trades. They got an opportunity to get into the playoffs, but I think I'm actually leaning on Clay Pro. I don't think he is gonna though, only because I think that it's gonna be difficult. Shout out to G Jefferson in the building. Shout out to my man, the Godfather. Welcome, sir. How are you doing on this Friday evening? Nuggets and Pelicans, man.
Feeling good, man. Hits that second free throw. Man, just excited to see Zion play, man. I guess we only get 4 minutes of him, but so Jackson Hayes goes inside, gets fouled going into the lane. Jackson Hayes will go to the line for 2 shots, 29-34. You know, I like this kid's hustle and his defense, but I'm not really impressed with him too much offensively, Jackson Hayes.
I just think he's a good energy role player, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's what he's like. Yeah. He's just one of those players that just understands his role and just fulfills his role, to the best of his ability. That's, I think, what Jackson Hayes is. I mean, if he can somehow get better, then I would say so. But I just think when I look at his game, I think he's just meant to do the role that he does on his team. And he's the hustle player. He does the dirty work.
Yep. Kind of reminds you of Joakim Noah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and a nice 3 by PJ Dozier for the Nuggets, 34-28.
This is the first time I'm seeing him really play, though.
No, he played a couple of times. He played in a couple of games that we did commentary for.
I'm trying to figure out which game I probably saw him play. I'm just saying that I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
All right, so who's got the ball in their hands? Looks like it's Dozier. All right, he dribbles all the way into the paint. He tried to kick it out to somebody, but they turn it over. Nice lob by Josh Hart. Lonzo looking away. Oh, man, Lonzo, come on, dog. Really?
Nah, I don't know. It looked like Malik get a little piece of him there?
Let's see.
Yeah, Malik got the block.
Yeah, that's what my thing with Lonzo, he got too casual, bro. I give Malik credit, but I'm just saying he should have really dunked that ball a long time ago.
Yeah, a lot more force.
He slowed down too much, and you let yourself get blocked at the end of the first quarter. Come on, bro.
Yeah. Sacramento Expos stepped in the building. What's up with you, Sacramento? Lewis, he says, what do we think about Porter Jr.?
The kid is immensely talented. It's just a matter of the Nuggets bringing him very slowly. He's understanding what he needs to do. And within time, I'm telling you, he's going to be once he gets things going right, he's going to be a star in this league. I don't know whether it's going to be superstar. We got to wait and see. But he's got the tools, though. He's obviously got to get better at defense, but I think offensively he has the talent, and he's an athletic player. So
yeah, I agree. Sacramento also says Lonzo's a bust, but let me get this one. Look, Lewis was just talking about this, and I was saying actually the same thing that Lewis was saying the other night. We agree on this. I'm not ready to give up on Lonzo Ball just yet, Sacramento Expos. See, he didn't have the chance to develop the way he needed to over there in LA because of LeBron James. LeBron James is not the type of player that you can really develop under. He wants players that's developed already, ready-made players. And if not, he'll express and show a lot of frustration with that. He's not trying to he's not a Kobe or a Jordan or a Stockton that's going to do what it takes to make these young players better. LeBron's no mentor. Let's get that out of the way. So I don't think that Ingram, Lonzo Ball, these guys didn't have a chance to develop under the LeBron James system. But I say give him a season or two. If he still can't get it together in a season or two, then yeah, we could call him a bust. But we won't be looking at that ball anyway. We'll probably be looking at LaMelo ball by then.
Right. Let's look in the chat real quick. Shout out to 985 Hatake. He's a Pelicans fan and he subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for subscribing. And like I said, man, I don't hate on the Pelicans, man. This is an underrated team. They're young, but they're underrated. So I do feel you on that, and I appreciate you subscribing. Shout out to Clay Pro. He says, I did read that. He says that he feels that the Pelicans won't be in the playoffs. And he feels that because of how deep the West is, and he says that they feel like that they need to make some trades. So D, go ahead. You can start the second quarter, bro, because it just started. I'll check in the chat in a little bit.
So Malik Beasley with the scoop layup inside, 39-28. Denver Nuggets open up a double-digit lead, 11-point lead for the Nuggets. Drew Holiday with the ball out on the wing. Drew Holiday drives down inside the lane and gets fouled going in. So Drew Holiday will go to the line for two. That's going to be a foul on Hernan Gomez. Well, I tell you what, man. The New Orleans Pelicans, to me, they look good. They look really good, being that, they're playing without Zion Williamson on the floor. And I like the way Zion Williamson seems to be transitioning into this team. He's going to have more minutes to, for them to kind of get some chemistry going. But I think this team is going to be solid, man. Good and a threat. So Michael Porter Jr. with the rebound. Porter Jr. out on the wing. Jr. gets the ball stolen. So nice hands in there by the Pelicans. Pelicans been playing really good defense. So poked away, and the Denver Nuggets get the ball back. Nice hands by Malik Beasley. And Vanderbilt inside and can't hit the easy layup. Gets his own rebound. Can't hit it again. Josh Hart comes down with the rebound. And Josh Hart will go coast to coast for the score. Nice by Josh Hart, 31-39. Josh Hart brings it down into a single-digit lead. Freddie G in the building. What's good with you, Freddie?
Shout out to Freddie G.
So a three by Malik Beasley, back up to a 10-point lead for the Nuggets. Drew Holiday with the ball, passes it right inside to Zion Williamson. Zion gets his own rebound, tries to save the ball, but gets over to Hernan Gomez. Michael Porter Jr. with the ball, kicks it to Beasley. Beasley over to Dozier. Dozier drives inside on Zion. Can't hit. Can't get over the top of Zion. And Walker brings the ball down, floats it up, misses the shot. Malik Beasley coming down full steam ahead to Michael Porter Jr. for the dunk inside, 43-31.
Nice pass.
Very nice pass. And Zion Williamson goes right down into the lane and gets fouled, of course. This guy comes down into the lane full speed ahead, man. Good gracious, it's hard to stop that dude.
I'm telling you guys right now, Michael Porter Jr. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, no, definitely nice dunk by Michael Porter Jr. But I was just about to say right now that Zion Williamson, he is going to be a freakish nightmare in transition as this guy continues to get better. I mean, you already see it, and this is just his second game. As Frank Jackson checks into the game for the New Orleans Pelicans. And I think with Zion, to me, the Pelicans might struggle as he misses the free throw. Who's got the rebound? Loose ball die for a nice effort by Frank Jackson. Gets it to Etuan Moore, kicks out to Holiday. He pump fakes, gets all the way to the basket, lays it up, scoop, and score.
Nice.
43-34 Nuggets. Into the hands of Dozier, who brings it up, kicks it out to Hernan Gomez, who nice zip pass, but Zion, good active hands, deflects it, and they turn it over. Zion all the way. Beautiful
Zion
left-handed
with a beautiful move inside for the scoop layup. Let's go. We got Zion Williamson in the building, baby.
And ladies and gentlemen, we got a timeout. And I think it's 43-36 with 9:11 remaining in the first half. You're watching the Pelicans and the Nuggets on the LBFWM with Lewis and D Basketball Live. Here's the thing. I think the Pelicans are going to struggle in terms of Zion's minutes management. So it's going to really mess up their chemistry. So I think it's going to really take some time until he really gets acclimated with his teammates, and then he can start playing regular minutes again, because they're being cautious with his injury. Because remember, he is coming off of a meniscus.
Yeah. Freddie G said Bronny sucks. Nah, dude is belly. Hell yeah, give that man some time, Freddie. In the 9th grade, dog. He said Bronny sucks.
No. Freddie was responding to Clay Pro, because he was saying Bronny James sucks, but he's referring. I think he's kind of going at more so LeBron than he is Bronny. So you know how, because he is his son. But to be honest with you, man, Bronny's got good talent, man. I'm not hating on Bronny James. I mean, the kid is only 14, so we got to see if he grows any more inches. You know how he develops as he gets older. So he has time, man. I mean, he's a freshman in high school, so
yeah, he's only in the 9th grade, bro. He's got plenty of time.
Yeah, so he's all right. There ain't no need to bother him. The only reason he's getting bothered is because his father's LeBron James. That's the thing.
Right.
It's not easy living in when you have to deal with when your dad is the mega star that he is. So it's not easy for Bronny, and I give him a lot of credit for brushing off, what he has to deal with, from people. So, all right, let's go into the chat, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So Freddie Gee says, and D, what you think of this? He says Zion is going to play 15 to 25 minutes at the most. Do you think that that's going to be for a good while, or do you think that it possibly might be
today? I read a report that that's going to be for a few weeks, actually. So what is that? That's about 9 games or so, right?
Right.
11 games. So for like the next 11 games, this is pretty much going to be a schedule. And it seems as they're playing them no more than 4 minutes in the first 3 quarters, and then they cut them loose a little bit in that final quarter. So that's just about right, Freddie. 15 to 25 minutes is what we're gonna get out of Zion Williamson for the next 2 or 3 weeks.
All right, the top 3 picks of the Pelicans roster. You have Lonzo Ball, number 2. Wow, that's crazy. Derek Favors, 3rd overall pick in 2010. Okafor, 3rd overall pick in 2015. Ingram, number 2 in 2016. And then Zion, number 1 last year, 2019.
Duke players too, man. Duke. They got a lot of Duke players, like 3 or 4 Duke players. All right, so Pelicans with the rebound. Drew Holiday will bring the ball down. Get it over to Walker for the 3. Was that Walker for the 3?
No, Etuan Moore.
Etuan Moore for the 3. So, guys, the Pelicans dug themselves back into the game again. 3 out of the corner for the Denver Nuggets. Can't get it. And Zion Williamson right down there in the middle trying to battle for that rebound, but it goes out of bounds. So the Nuggets will retain possession, 14 seconds on the shot clock. They're definitely going to need that big body of his down in that hole for rebounding. That's for sure. Michael Porter turnaround jumper and drains it out of the corner for 3, 46-39. Denver back up by 7. Go ahead, Lewis.
So Michael Porter Jr., 3 for 5 from the field, 10 points. Drew Holiday lobs it into Zion, but he couldn't handle the pass. They turn it over. Zion gets knocked to the ground, comes back up. Gary Harris gives an outlet pass to Michael Porter Jr. in the mid-range. He just misses. That was a nice shot, though. Just missed. Rebound, Josh Hart. He pushes the pace, gets all the way to the paint. Little nice step-through layup, and he scores with the right hand.
Nice job by Josh Hart.
41, Denver Nuggets. Gary Harris comes right back. Remember, no Jamal Murray for this game, ladies and gentlemen. Out with an injury. I forgot what injury it was, but so Malik Beasley, he's got the ball, attacks the paint, gets blocked by Drew Holiday, but we got a foul call. It looks like he might be going to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Nice shot by Michael Porter Jr. off the inbound right there. Looking like Kobe with that jump shot right there.
Yeah.
That's gonna rise up.
Yeah, this kid has flashes of extreme talent. Like, you can just see what this kid is going to be as long as he stay healthy. He's just going to get better and better. So Malik Beasley hits the first free throw, 47-41. And Jeremy Grant and Will Barton are checked back in for Vanderbilt and Dozier. Looks like they're putting Torrey Craig back in too for Michael Porter Jr. So they're going to give Porter Jr. a little more rest.
Yeah, and he's another player just like Zion, but even though he's had a little more experience in terms of playing already, that they're kind of working slow themselves to make sure that, he tries to stay injury free, like D mentioned, so that he could get his reps in, so that eventually I see him as a starter because he has starter potential.
Yeah, he's on 25-minute restriction as well. Michael Porter Jr. ain't gonna play no more than that.
All right, so Etwan Moore knocks down the 3. We have a 4-point game, ladies and gentlemen. 48-44. Go ahead, D.
Gary Harris with the ball, passes it up top to Malik Beasley over in the corner to Barton. Barton gets it down to Jeremy Grant. Mismatch with Josh Hart on him. Jeremy Grant can't take advantage. Pass the ball back up top. Denver for 3. Can't hit. Josh Hart comes down with the ball. Hart gets the ball inside to Zion Williamson. Look, you're too small for me, little man. Backs him down, turns around, put in the easy layup, 46-48, New Orleans Pelicans. Got Will Barton with the ball. Barton with the step back 3 and can't hit off the front of the rim. Josh Hart with another rebound. Gets the ball into Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday can't score. Will Barton comes down with the rebound, behind the back dribble. Will Barton, a lot of contact there, and yep, the refs do call a foul. It's going to be a foul on Holiday. So Zion Williamson will probably be checking out of the game now, but Gary Harris, they should have gave Gary Harris some help down there. No, what can Gary Harris do with Zion Williamson, man? Seriously.
That's a mismatch. You're giving up so much body. Gary Harris can get injured if he tries to guard him.
Yeah, for sure. So pass in to Jokic. Jokic gets the ball over to Will Barton. Barton gets it down in the middle to Grant. Grant turns around on Hart. Double team immediately back out to Jokic. Jokic on the wing for 3. And high arcing 3. He can't hit. But nice rebound by Torrey Craig, and Jeremy Grant will go right down into the lane. Great defense by Josh Hart. Back up top to Jokic. Jokic with the spin move. Pass out to Barton. Barton with the short jumper inside, and he can't hit. Torrey Craig with another rebound, puts it back up and scores. 50-46. Nice hustling and rebounding by Torrey Craig on that series there. So ball stolen, bad pass by Drew Holiday. And Harris will try to go up, but Drew Holiday redeems himself with nice hands to knock the ball away from Harris and get it out of bounds. So 19 seconds on the shot clock.
So it showed on the left side of the screen, the Denver Nuggets are winning the second chance points, 13-6. And as D was just talking about, if you saw that sequence, they got about 3 or 4 offensive rebounds in that possession, and they got rewarded for their hustle as Torrey Craig scores. Take it away, D.
Yep, and so that's one thing that the Pelicans do lack is length, man. They don't have a lot of length. So Jeremy Grant to drive down inside, and Jeremy Grant can't hit the layup, but Joker with those long arms and the putback. One arm, he didn't even use 2 hands, guys. Just one arm, and he put the ball back in. So Drew Holiday at the top of the key with the ball, pass it inside to Favors. Favors tries to dunk, but a block from behind by Will Barton on the big man Favors. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Jeremy Grant. But they did foul Favors, so he'll go to the line for 2. But great defense by Denver not to give up on that play.
The Denver Nuggets are one of the better defensive teams in the league. And the thing is, unlike the Pelicans, they actually have length with Grant, Plumlee, Jokic, And then you have the activity of their guards. And Torrey Craig could even give you some rebounds as well. Michael Porter Jr. is a 6'8" himself. This team has some length on their team. And that's why they're killing the Pelicans on the boards right now. Because like as D was saying, they don't really have the size. And they really need to get better at defensive rebounding too. Because they're getting killed on the boards for the offensive boards. Too many second chance points.
Definitely gotta. You don't have to have all the height all the time, but if you box out, that's very effective. So Jokic with the ball got Favors on him, just shoots right over the top of Favors, but he can't hit it. Out of bounds on Josh Hart. Josh Hart, to be so small, it's funny that Josh Hart is crashing the boards. He probably one of the players for the Pelicans that have more rebounds, to be honest. But he's working hard to get those rebounds. So out of bounds on Josh Hart, Denver will keep possession of the ball. J.J. Redick checks in for Josh Hart. Gary Harris with the ball, kicks it over to Will Barton. Will Barton looking for the Joker screen, dribbles around the Joker screen, steps back for the three, and drains it. Top of the key three by Will Barton, 55-47. The Denver Nuggets go back up by 8. So Favors gets the ball over to Lonzo. Lonzo kicks it to Drew Holiday for the 3. Drew can't hit the 3. Rebounded by Jeremy Grant. Ahead to Gary Harris. Back to Joker. Joker gives it back to Harris for the 3. And Harris drains the 3. So Denver Nuggets starting to feel it from that 3-point line, guys. 57-47, 10-point lead. 4 minutes left in the half. J.J. Redick kicks the ball to Holiday. Holiday gets it over to Ingram. Ingram working on Grant inside. Turnaround jumper. Can't get it. Joker comes down with the rebound. Torrey Craig hits the deck. And so Gary Harris passes the ball up to Will Barton. Will Barton dribbles around the Joker screen. Back to Joker for 3. And Joker off the front of the rim. He can't hit. So Drew Holiday will bring the ball across for the Pelicans. Drew Holiday right down inside and block. Drew Holiday back up and one. Nice way to stay with that ball by Drew Holiday. Put that ball back up and got fouled. So he'll go to the line and see if he can convert on this 3-point play.
Yeah, the funny thing is Brandon Ingram has actually been quiet in this game. This is the second game in a row with Zion that he's been quiet. He was aggressive in the first one, but he just was missing a lot of shots. Drew Holiday makes that second free throw, 57-50, Denver. D, I don't know if you noticed, man, but I honestly think that the Nuggets are actually playing much faster than they were at the start of the season.
Yeah, they have picked up their pace. They definitely picked up their pace. Joker used to hold that ball. Used to be somewhat of a half-court style offense, but they're running now, bro. They're definitely running.
All right, so Favors with the basketball.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lewis. Go ahead, my man.
No doubt. He gives it to Redick, kicks it out to Lonzo. Ball shoots a wide open, misses a 3 on a fading 3, misses. And another rebound by Gary. This is by Gary Harris. Yeah. All right, so Jokic lobs it into Jeremy Grant. He scores. Nice pass. Nuggets up 61-50. Brandon Ingram comes right back. Gives it up to Derek Favors, who gives it to Ingram. Gets a space, shoots a 3-pointer. He misses. I don't like Ingram's shot selection right now. He's selling for too many jumpers. So Gary Harris goes behind the back, gives it to Jokic, gives it back to Gary Harris. He shoots the 3-pointer, misses. Didn't like that shot neither. Back comes Drew Holiday. And yes, call a timeout because right now the play is getting sloppy with the shot selection.
Yeah, Gentry needs to talk about it. He can't let this game slide for sure.
All right, guys. So once again, we are at a timeout. 2:19 remaining in the first half. It is 61-50. Denver Nuggets, man. You are watching Nuggets versus Pelicans on the LBFWM with Lewis and D. Make sure you like and subscribe to both channels. Let's see what is cooking in the chat on the LBFWN. All right, so let's see what we got going. Oh, Clay Pro says, "Nah, Freddie, he's not dominant enough. We got 15-year-olds scoring 50 a game on varsity." Well, in these days, yeah. And I've been hearing a lot of stories on Sports Center with a lot of these high school players getting all these big games. But then again, like I said, that just doesn't fit, Bronny's game. That's not what he is, at least right now. All right, so D, the Godfather. So G Money's got a question. He says, "Who is your MVP so far for this season, in your opinion?"
It was a little bit of a battle there between Giannis and Luka Doncic, but I think Giannis pulled away because Luka got hurt, and then he wasn't playing at the level he was. Now he's getting back into the swing of things, but hey, man, you guys heard me say it before, and you'll hear me say it again. Availability plus durability equals eligibility. So Giannis has been on that floor, continuing to do the things he's been doing. And Luka had to sit back a little bit because he wasn't available. So I'm going to go with Giannis at this point right now as my MVP.
And I second you on that sentiment. I think Giannis has clearly been the MVP. They win again against the Hornets. They were in, I believe, Paris, France. I believe that's where they were at. So they were playing overseas in Europe. They beat the Hornets, and they've been the best team in the NBA. And Giannis, again, with less talent. They're deep, but they're not as talented as some of the other teams in the league. And they're still getting it done. And they have the league's best record. And Giannis, once again, has proven he's the MVP. So I think he's been the MVP. And his numbers are better than last year. Like I said, he's shooting more jump shots this year than he ever has in his career. So I got to give him that. So let's see. Clay Pro says, "Go watch Zion highlights from his freshman year." Freddie G goes, "If Bronny doesn't grow to 6'5" and up, he will be in trouble." Yeah, he's going to have to get some size if he's going to really be a factor in this league. Not
You
saying
know
that
who
he.
he'll be like? You know who he'll be like if he don't get some hype with him? Tyus Jones. Because I think Tyus Jones was very talented, but he needed a couple of more inches on him, bro.
Yeah, you're right. All right, guys, game is back. Take it over, D.
So JJ Redick comes out and can't hit for the Pelicans. Will Barton to get the ball, bring it down, dribbles around the Joker screen. Will Barton for the short jump hook inside, can't hit. Barton with his own rebound over to Porter. Porter can't hit, and Favors comes down with a rebound. And Denver's still controlling those boards. They're getting 2 or 3 chances at damn near every shot, and that's going to be a problem for the Pelicans. So Brandon Ingram passes over the ball in the corner. Ball gets it to Favors. Favors got Michael Porter Jr. on the defense. Back to Redick. Redick for the 3. JJ Redick, that's what he does. 53-61, back to a single-digit lead. Will Barton will bring the ball up. Lonzo on the defense. Will Barton calling for the screen. Passes it over the top to Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant gets it to Joker. Joker give and go. Jeremy Grant, but great defense by Josh Hart again. And a nice block inside. Was that Brandon Ingram?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, that was him.
So, listen, guys, the Denver Nuggets did control the boards right there, but Josh Hart is playing absolute spectacular defense. I mean, he's given up 3 or 4 inches on Jeremy Grant, and he was right there with him. Did not let him have his way. So great defense by Josh Hart right there.
Yeah, definitely. And he was one of the unsung heroes in that last game against the Spurs. The way he played, they just didn't come out with the win. But his hustle was.
Jay Redick on fire. JJ Redick back-to-back threes, 56-61, 52 seconds left in the half. Will Barton to slow it down some. Will Barton with the ball in the ring, dribbles around the Zubac screen, and tosses the ball in there, almost losing it. Michael Porter Jr. come down, Zubac for 3, and he can't hit off the front of the rim. Josh Hart with another rebound, going coast to coast, and almost scores, but he can't get it in. Josh Hart is really balling right now, guys. 6-second differential, shot clock, game clock. Will Barton, little work on Lonzo, passes the ball out. Back over to Torrey Craig. up to the top on Grant, 6 to shoot, and Grant gets the lane inside. Nice defense by Hart again, not to get a foul there, but Grant will score 63-56. And Reddick lets it go. And Josh Hart with another rebound, kicks at the ball, and ball can't hit. Josh Hart is balling right now, guys. It's not always about points you put up, but Josh Hart is doing everything else. I mean, and he's putting up points. But this guy is out of control. One of the smaller players on the floor, but when my man Lewis gives us the halftime stats, and you guys hear about those rebounds, just equate a lot of those to Josh Hart. Unbelievable.
And I'm headed to the kitchen so I could cook up once again those stats, man. You already know how I do. And today's special on the menu is probably going to be rebounds because that's what pretty much has been the theme of this game. So as I check, all right, where are we? Here we go. Let's go to our beloved Nuggets Pelicans halftime show. All right, welcome to the halftime show. It's your boy Lewis with your boy D, the Godfather, and Koopy Don Luigi giving you the Nuggets and the Pelicans for the first half. We have a 63-56 ball game right now, 7-point game, so good competitive first half. So once again, if we look at the stats, we got, for the Denver Nuggets, guys, check this out. You got Jokic with 14. You got Torrey Craig with 10. You got Michael Porter Jr. with 10. But that's not the crazy thing. The crazy thing is you got 4 other players that have 6 points. Beasley, Harris, Barton, and Grant. It just shows you the balance. Then for the Pelicans, look at this. Not a single player reached double digits in the first half. But you have 2 players with 8. Zion Williamson leads all scores. But no other player has been able. No player scored in double figures. But the Nuggets already got 3 with 10 and 4 with 6. So if we look at the first half stats, you would say, now D, if I would have told you that the Pelicans shot 47% and the Nuggets are shooting only 40, you would think they'd be winning this game, correct?
That is correct.
And then if I told you that they got to the line 6 more times than the Nuggets, you would have think they'd be winning, right?
Correct.
Now we're going to go to what D ordered in the kitchen. That's the rebounds. 32 for the Nuggets, 21 for the Pelicans. The Nuggets are winning they have an 11-plus rebound advantage. It gets even worse, guys. Offensive rebounding, 15-5 Denver. That's the biggest stat in the game. 15-5 Denver, offensive glass. Second chance points, 15-6 Nuggets. That's been the difference.
Yeah.
Because
go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say the steals and the blocks are about even, and so are the points in the paint. And the Nuggets do have 3 more not the Nuggets. The Pelicans do have 3 more turnovers, 7-4. So they do have to clean that up. But the rebounding has been the major factor.
Major factor. Because I'm going to tell you something, man. When you have a team leading in fouls, shooting at a worse percentage from the 3-point line and from field goal, they should not be up 7 points. It's just unheard of because both teams, they're even in blocks. They're pretty, close in steals. It's just they should not be up 26 to 24 points in the paint. And like I said, Denver has more fouls than them. But free throw shooting, the Pelicans have to clean it up. And since we get in this, let me give y'all my keys to success for the teams in this second half. So for the Denver Nuggets, they got to just a tad bit better job on the fouls. They're racking up fouls pretty quickly. But they're shooting very well from the line, 100% from the line. So they're shooting free throws pretty well. They might want to pick up their 3-point shooting. But other than that, Denver Nuggets are doing great. Now, the Pelicans have to do some work. They got to stop turning the ball over because they are -3 in turnovers. But they're going to have to box out, man. This rebounding is ridiculous. That's what's actually keeping the Nuggets ahead of them because the Nuggets are getting 2 or 3 chances damn near every shot that they miss. And the Pelicans, they can't continue to allow this. Now, boxing out will help out with that a whole lot. They're actually shooting at a good percentage, 47% from the field and 46% from the three-point line. They do need to clean up the free throw shooting, though, because they're 9 of 15. They're only 60%. You get to that charity stripe, it's supposed to be charity, and you got to collect on that. So those are my keys to success, guys, in this next half.
All right, so let's look in the comments real quick before I go to the other scores around the league. Or if you want to do that one, D, that's fine too.
Yeah, go ahead with the comments. I'll pull that up right quick.
No doubt. All right, Clay Pro says, we all know Bronny took his mom's jeans. I mean, from the way it's looking, I mean, yeah, so far. But then again, like I said, he could probably definitely grow because he's still got time. So we'll see. Freddie Gee says Zion has also played against some of the private school white boys. Yeah, I do know about that. Which is true. He has. Exactly. So D, G Money's got a question. He says, do you think that the Detroit Pistons can leapfrog the Nets to make the playoffs? I'm going to answer this question right now.
Go ahead.
With the way that Kyrie's been complaining, with the way that the Nets have been playing, like I said, I agree with G Money when he's been saying that. He's been saying this for the longest, and I agree with him. The Nets have a team. Their issue is they don't defend. They don't defend. They get into these high-scoring games with these teams, and then they sometimes get into droughts when they can't score. And a lot of it has to do with the way that they play. They have a squad. Kyrie has to learn how to play within the team, and they have to defend better because they have a team. And then it's like now they have chemistry problems because they don't even really know what kind of team they are too. And remember, it doesn't help when Kyrie Irving goes out and says we need help. Even if that may be the case, you don't put your teammates under the bus in front of the media because that's just showing some bad behavior. You keep that indoors. That lets you know that the unity is strong. But when you start saying stuff like that, now your teammates have to answer those kind of questions to the media when the best player on the team at the current moment decides to go out to the media and say that. So Detroit, it's possible, but again, we got to figure out what kind of team Detroit is because they themselves have their own little bit of conundrum themselves. But I mean, if the Nets play worse and somehow Detroit plays better, I can see them getting into the playoffs. What do you think about that, D?
Yeah, man. Great assessment. I mean, don't really have too much to add to or take away from that. But since I am talking, let me give y'all a little game break, talk about some of these scores around the league. We got some pretty good games going here, guys. Celtics and the Magic locked up right now, 103-98, 5-point lead, fourth quarter, 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in that game. And then we got the Grizzlies taking on the Pistons. They're in a very tight game, 4 minutes, 43 seconds left, 105-105, tied up. Raptors and my Knicks, New York Knicks, and Lewis. Show the crowd. I just got a new hat today. I want to show this off. One of my subs sent me this hat. I just got a brand new Knicks hat. But anyway, my Knicks, there y'all go. Nice hat, man. Nice hat my sub sent to me. But the Knicks are only down by 6 points to the Raptors in the third quarter, 82-76. Kings and the Bulls, 10-point lead by the Kings at the halftime, 54-44. 3-point game. Miami is leading the Clippers by 3, but they're only in the second quarter, 1 minute, 41 seconds left. Then you got the Hawks and the Thunder. Thunder's beating the Hawks by 8 at the half, 66-58. 3-point game at the half, Rockets versus the Timberwolves. Rockets up by 3, 63-60. And the last game which has just started. They're just starting the second quarter. The Spurs versus the Sun, 33-24. And I do expect the Spurs to take that down. The Suns not been playing very well this season. And that, guys, are the scores around the league for you. All right.
Shout out to D with the out of scores. out of town scores, I should say, since we are in Smoothie King Arena for our channel, LVFWN, and Speaking My Sports Talk. All right, so let's go back into the comment section. And Rico says, well, look, Freddie, if Bronny can go to at least 6'4", he would have to produce the three-point shooting skills of Curry with a James Harden step back. I don't think he needs a James Harden step back because I think there's guys in the league who can execute a step back better than James Harden, in my opinion. That's just me, because there's times where James Harden executes it really well, and then there's other times where I look at it and he travels. But like I said, James Harden always keeps his passport updated. That's just me. All right.
Alexander Kovacic stepped in the building. I don't know if he's new here or not, but Alexander I hope I said your name, Kovacevic. I think that's what it is, Kovacevic. But appreciate you coming through, fam. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you're not subscribed.
Yeah, because originally he says he's a Kings fan, so he thought I was doing the Kings and the Bulls, but I ended up changing that the last minute because we wanted to file Zion, and this is what I was telling you, D. I said you that when you do these kind of games, a lot of these guys come in. That's how I was able to get, because there'd be a lot of these like California fans and stuff like that. Right. But no doubt. We'll be doing more Kings games.
I want to apologize for that, Alexander. That was my fault because Lewis and I, we partners, so we do talk about these things before we go on. And he was going to bring you that Kings game, but I was like, man, Zion's been out, and we need to get some Zion in, get the people some Zion. So that was my fault. But for sure, my man, we will have you a Kings game on next. We will do that. We do take requests sometimes. We got the Spurs in here for my man Chin Smoke. So we'll do that for you, Alexander. Kings game, we got it coming for you.
But shout out to Alexander, man. Appreciate you. All right, let's keep going through the comments. Let's see. He said if he does, then Bronny will be in the NBA. No question about it. I think Bronny's got the skill set. Well, when he gets better within time, I think he's possibly could get in, but it's not easy. Freddie Gee says, finally got a chance to catch a live, man. Best duo on YouTube. We always appreciate you, Freddie Gee. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. That's right. In my opinion, best duo in the game. D. Jeff, I need to get that, by the way. And your boy LBFWN. They don't call us the Godfather and Kobe Don Luigi for nothing. All right. Clay Pro says, that doesn't seem like Bronny game for real. From what I noticed, he likes to dish. Yeah, I noticed that. Bronny he's a facilitator. I've watched him play. He really likes to facilitate. I think he's a better shooter than Bron, from what I've seen. He really has a nice form on this jump shot. If he develops that shot, like you said, he'll make it, no doubt. He just got to continue to develop it, though. I agree.
One thing, too, guys, we got to remember, 14 years old. So he's got a lot of muscle fibers to stretch and grow, and this guy's going to be jumping higher. We don't know the level of his athleticism yet. We do know he has the genes. Look at his dad. So as this kid grows and gets stronger, he's already developing a shot. It gets to the point where he can slash the lane, dunk. You don't have to be the tallest guy to be able to get in there and dunk the ball. I mean, Allen Iverson and Stephon Marbury was 6 foot and 6'1", and they used to catch alleys and everything. So let's give Bronny a little time to develop, build that strength, see what he looks like athletically, because talent-wise, he's a solid basketball player right now.
I mean, just look at Nate Robinson. Don't even go too far. I mean, look at his athleticism when he played. So
5'9".
This guy blocked Yao Ming. I know Yao Ming doesn't barely jump, but that's still impressive, man. And he did that with athleticism.
Or what about Baron Davis? Remember the great Baron Davis, the Old Town Warriors? Baron Davis used to rise up on everybody in the whole. Baron Davis was about a good, 6'2". So, guys, you don't have to be the tallest guy to get in there. Well, D. Brown was like 6'3", 6'4", wasn't he, for the Boston Celtics? And that guy had upside of this building, man. That dude could jump, We just have to see, man. Hell, LaMelo, I didn't think the way he played when he was 13 and 14, I was like, man, this kid is slumpy. I didn't think he'd ever dunk the ball, but when he started to get, he started to get his height and his strength in there, and Melo's dunking now and everything. So
Right.
I think Bronny's gonna be okay. He'll get into the league. Hell, Jordan's son got into the league. He got kicked out quick, but he got in because it was Jordan's son. Same thing will happen with LeBron. He'll get. I mean, Bronny. I mean, he'll get in. He'll get in. He'll get
Right.
cut, but he'll get in because LeBron's his dad.
Right. So Freddie G says, just off LeBron's name, Bronny will get a trot in the league somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pulling for him, man. I'm pulling for him. Hopefully he does. Hopefully he does.
That's exactly what I was just saying.
Clay Pro says yes, because LeVar has taught all of us how to promote our children. If LeBron follows LeVar's footsteps, Bronny would be sure in the NBA, but LeBron would have to retire to do that. I mean, people will kind of look at it as some kind of form of tampering, knowing this league, with the way with all that, especially if he does that. All right, Clay Pro says, but truthfully, if Bronny was my son, I would push him to become the first black commissioner in the NBA, but that's just me. You know what, Clay Pro? That sounds like a good idea. That sounds like a really good idea.
So game back on. Joker right over the top of Favors for the score. 65-56. Didn't mean to cut you off, Lewis.
No, it's good. It's good.
So Drew Holiday with the ball. He'll get the ball down inside to Zion. Zion up strong. Let's go. Zion takes every opportunity to score. A nice score right there. 58-65. Gary Harris passes the ball over to Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant with the travel, so that's going to be a turnover on the Nuggets. Great defense by Zion Williamson. Let me tell you something. This kid is just impactful on the floor. I mean, he's impactful on the defensive side. We know what he is on the offensive side. I mean, just his presence on the floor is making this team better. So Holiday tries to get the ball over to Zion, but Jokic got his hand in there on the pass. Holiday has got to do a better job with the passing. He's the floor general. So Jokic for the three, again, right over the top of Favors. So Jokic coming out with a stroke, back up to a double-digit lead, 68-58. And Zion Williamson right into the lane. Layup right over top of Jokic and Jeremy Grant. Zion Williamson showing that athleticism. So Joker gives the ball to Will Barton. Will Barton kicks it to Torrey Craig for the three. Craig can't hit. And Lonzo will come down with the rebound, bring the ball across court for the Pelicans. Lonzo directing traffic, dribbles around the Zion screen, over to Holiday. Holiday gets the ball to Ingram. Ingram back inside the Favors. Favors for the scoop. Can't hit. Favors tries to put back, can't hit. Gary Harris brings the ball down for the Nuggets. Harris with the ball on the wing, gives it to Jokic almost loses the ball, but I think he dribbled it off of Favors' foot. The ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, this Zion Williamson kid, man, I'm telling you, bro. Oh, Jeremy Grant actually got away with a push-off right there.
Yeah, big time. Big time. And it's because Zion is so big and strong,
And I think Ingram had to push him so that he didn't get into him. So that was actually a good push by Brandon Ingram right there to prevent injury.
Zion with the save. And then he goes right down the court, gets fouled by Jeremy Grant, so Zion will go to the line. Zion doing it all right now, bro. Hey, Kieran.
He really is.
Where you going? All right.
All right.
Go ahead, take over for a second, Luis.
I know that. Zion Williamson got into the paint. He drew the foul. All right, so he is at the free throw line. Yo, Zion's activity has been great, guys. His first free throw, is just short. And that's something that he has to work on. But obviously, it's just only his second game. But he will get there for sure. All right, so he already has 13 points on 6 to 7 from the field, guys, in limited action. So Zion's second free throw, he missed it. And it had a little more arc. It just missed to the left. 68-60 early third quarter. So here comes Nikola Jokic, who gives it to Jeremy Grant, who gives it to Will Barton. Screen set by Jokic. Barton shoots the three-pointer. He misses. Rebound, Brandon Ingram. So Brandon Ingram brings the ball up. Goes behind the back, he dribbles, he shoots. Oh, he almost did he travel? No. Well, he did, but he got fouled. He got bumped before that, before he actually took steps. So he will be heading to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. 68-60, early third quarter, 9:10 remaining. Once again, guys, make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and make sure y'all share the content. Share the stream, man, on the LBFWN Basketball Live with Lewis and D. And make sure y'all subscribe to Speaking My Sports Talk. And make sure to do that. Oh, so looks like we got a technical foul as Ingram knocks down the first free throw. And looks like the technical foul was on Jeremy Grant. It is 68-61 Denver Nuggets in the third quarter. And Brandon Ingram will go to the free throw line for 2 more free throws. See if he could cut this game to 5, guys, because we got another competitive game. Looks like we're on our way. All right, so he looks away at Will Barton, and what just happened? And looks like Mike Malone just got himself a technical. Did he get tossed? Did Mike Malone just get tossed? Did he get a technical? Or did he just get tossed? Wow, he got guys, he got 2 technicals and he got tossed. So Mike Malone has been ejected, ladies and gentlemen, to the surprise. Mike Malone just got ejected. Wow. Shout out to Tomoko in the building. Shout out to Doug Banks, who says he's got to work on that free throw shooting. That's facts. And he says, hey, guys, sub with Tomoko. So, guys, if you're just checking in, Mike Malone just got ejected from the game. So now Brandon Ingram gets 2 more free throws. And don't forget, he gets 2 more free throws at the free throw line. That basically means Brandon Ingram gets an easy 5 free throws from the free throw line to give himself 5 extra points. And that might just get him going now. Next free. Dang, it's almost like, yo, Brandon Ingram, look, he has spent a week at the free throw line. And remember, he's talking to the referee that's across the court. He's not talking to the referee that's right there. That's right next to him, beside him. So as soon as that point, he had just about pretty much had enough. But Brandon Ingram misses that free throw. So it is 68-63. Oh, wait, it was that referee that gave him the technical, the one that was right next to him, but he decided to kick him out. These referees are soft, and the free throw is good, 68-64. So Brandon Ingram gets 4 points and 5 free throw attempts. So Will Barton brings the ball up. New Orleans has missed 9 free throws in this game, but they've gotten to the line 13 more times. So Barton gets the ball off a Jokic screen, gets it to Gary Harris, shoots the corner 3-pointer, misses. Rebound Pelicans. The Pelicans may have the momentum. Let's see. Brandon Ingram gets the basketball, dribbles, gets all the way into the paint, but he loses it. He just lost it. Turnover. Too much dribbling by Brandon Ingram. And he needs to get better at moving that basketball, because he will dribble that ball sometimes, dribble the air out of it. So Jokic gives the ball to Gary Harris. He crosses over Ingram, screened by Jokic, and we got a foul on Brandon Ingram. Oh, wow. And Gary Harris just made a high scoop layup from the free throw line. Wow. All right. So again, guys, make sure y'all smash that like, hit that subscribe, LBFWN. All right. So we are back. Will Barton gives it to Torrey Craig, shoots the 3, short. Another offensive rebound. Gary Harris with the layup, too strong on that right floater. And then ends to Zion. Gives it to Jrue Holiday. Dribbles all the way with the Euro step. And he scores, ladies and gentlemen. 2-point game. The 2-point game, 68-66. New Orleans is on an 8-0 run. Will Barton dribbles, kicks it out to Jokic, gives it back to Barton. He's looking. Jokic calling for the ball at the top of the key, top of the free throw line with Jrue Holiday on him. Jrue Holiday playing good defense. Jokic shoots a tough fadeaway shot, and he drains it, a la Dirk Nowitzki. And the Nuggets now lead 66. Nah, you're good, D.
Had to use the bathroom. That coffee, man. Zion Williamson with the turnaround jumper over Jeremy Grant. Puts it right in. 70-68, 2-point lead by the Denver Nuggets. And Will Barton with the ball on the wing. Passes it over to Jokic. Jokic with the pass to the corner. Jeremy Grant back to Jokic. Jokic with the mismatch on him. And nice hands by Holiday, but they don't get the ball. Will Barton comes in for the 16-foot jump shot, can't hit. Drew Holiday will bring the ball down right to the lane. Nice drive on Torrey Craig by Drew Holiday for the score to tie the game. 70. Let's go. It's lit up in here, baby. Tomoko just stepped in the building. Hey, guys, I'm here. We appreciate you all the time, Tomoko. So my man BJ Freeman in the house over on Speaking Mind Sports Talk. What up, BJ Freeman? Appreciate you coming through. Martin Machine just stepped up in the building. What up, Fire Chat? Martin Machine say, what up, DJ? Appreciate you. Don't forget about my man Lewis, Martin Machine. This is Basketball Live with Lewis and D. Make sure you guys subscribe to the LBFWN. Let me put that in the chat. That's my partner in crime. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we're going to be bringing you guys this live basketball action, baby.
Appreciate it, man. And ladies and gentlemen, man, and shout out to Doug Banks because he had just put the comment right here in the comment section. This guy just, Zion on that turnaround jump shot, 7 of 8 from the field. He's got 15 points. And this dude has not even played 20 minutes yet. I'm telling you. 15 points in less than 20 minutes. If he about to pull another 20-point game again and he's just 2 games in, that's crazy. 7 of 8 from the field, too. And the crazy part is you don't really have to run plays for him. So just imagine when he gets that jump shot. He's already a nightmare in transition. He gets offensive rebounds. He's active. He reminds me a lot of Charles Barkley and Sean Kemp. That's what I get. I get that kind of feel from Zion. A Sean Kemp, Charles Barkley type of player. That's what he reminds me of a lot.
Sky's the limits, man. And I'm going to tell you something. The way Ja Morant has been playing, if Zion Williamson didn't have that knee injury, we would have had another battle like the Luka Doncic Trey Young show last year. Because Ja Morant's playing so well. And I know the cameras would have been on Zion and everything, but Ja is playing so well, it would have been a battle for this Rookie of the Year, guys.
No, he's definitely right. He's definitely right. And I got a question for everybody before the game comes back. What do you guys think of Jimmy Butler getting snubbed from the All-Star team?
I think it's valid. I think it's valid.
I shouldn't say All-Star team. It was snubbed as a starter.
Right.
There was a lot of rumblings of people saying that they feel like he's a very annoying person, which is why he didn't get that starting nod. I think that it shouldn't be because he's annoying. It should be for what he's doing on the basketball court. And I hate the fact that now, especially in today's day and age, people continue to connect what's going on like in the locker room and stuff. It's about your play. Now, right. obviously, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it's the popular voting. And, Zion Williamson, sorry about that, man. Zion Williamson with the killer rebound gets the ball to Ingram. Ingram to end the favors and favors for the score. So the New Orleans Pelicans guys takes the lead 72-70. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Sorry about that, Lewis. I just had to get back to the action. Zion doing it all, baby. Will Barton, he can't hit. And it's tipped out. Torrey Craig will get the rebound. Torrey Craig gives it to Michael Porter Jr. in the corner for 3, and Jr. drains it. So, and his foot must have been on the line, guys. 2-point shot. Ball with the rock, gives it to Favors. Favors can't handle the pass. Will Barton picks the ball up. Barton will bring the ball down. Gets it over to Torrey Craig on the wing. Torrey Craig gets it in the Joker. Joker with Favors on top of him. Passes the ball off. Ball passed to Torrey Craig in the corner for 3. Can't hit. Joker comes down with the rebound. Kicks it to Barton up top for the 3, and Barton drains it. 75-72. And the New Orleans Pelicans, Alvin Gentry wants to talk about it. 14-2 run by the Pelicans, but then the Denver Nuggets come right back with a 7-0 run of their own. And we have a 75-72 game. Let's go. It's lit up in here.
Yo, I'm telling you, man. Yo, it's crazy. This back and forth. The funny thing is, the Nuggets are actually running good plays, but the issue is that they're not getting good plays to get open shots. Well, I shouldn't say open shots, but they're settling for the perimeter too much. I feel like there should be a little bit more cut action that got them the lead in the first half. They're kind of getting away from that. They're still running good plays, but it's like to just shoot open, especially from the 3-point line. Like they need to get back to mixing it up because when they mixed it up, they had that double-digit lead. So they need to get back to that. But I like the game though, especially with this back and forth. When we got a 3-point game, like D said, it is lit up in here. Lit, 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 lit.
So, guys, just to keep you posted, I got the game pinned. We got a battle going on between the Clippers and the Heat. Let me tell you something. We expected the Clippers to be one of the upper echelon teams in this league, but I'm not sure if people expected the Miami Heat to be doing what they're doing, guys. Miami Heat has been balling, and that is a very impressive young team. You know, they remind you of this Pelicans team here. Those guys are young and they have a long time to play together. Hopefully they keep these teams together because this could be two teams of the future. 63-65 in the third quarter, 11 minutes left. Miami up by 2.
And for Freddie Gee, because I know he gonna love this, but that's Zion Williamson with that nice lob, man. And that was his, actually. I told one of the people on the subs that ended up subbing to my channel that Zion didn't dunk. I forgot he dunked on the first play of the game, and I recorded it, saying it. But getting back to what I was saying, Kawhi Leonard is struggling in this game. Both him and Jimmy Butler. Kawhi's only 2 of 11 in this game, so it just lets you know. And we got a close one right now. Shout out to Nathan Rogers, who says Zion is something special. If he could stay healthy and get more minutes, he will be averaging 26 or 27 in like 2 years. So shout out to Nathan Rogers for the comment. And bro, make sure you subscribe to the LBFWN. Shout out to Nathan Rogers. No, definitely. And I think the NBA schedule, I don't know what you think about this, but I think the NBA schedule will actually work him into shape as long as he stays away from that, from not trying to eat and gain weight. Oh, that's right, guys. And for those who just checked in as well, Mike Malone got ejected from this game. He got ejected for arguing a call on Brandon Ingram. All right, so the game is back, and Jason Hayes gets blocked. Into the hands of Jeremy Craig, kicks it out to Malik Beasley for 3, knocks it down. See, that was good Nuggets offense. The Nuggets now lead 78-72. Brandon Ingram comes back, dribbles the length of the court, takes it off the glass, misses, gets his own rebound. Actually on the tap out by Hayes. All right, so he's dribbling the basketball. All right, Reddick sets the screen on a double team. Brandon Ingram loses the handle. And did he travel? Or was it an
offensive foul? He hooked. He got the hook in there.
Okay, he hooked. All right, D, take over.
All right, Will Bart with the ball at the top of the key. Hands it off to the Joker. Joker, the Michael Porter Jr. for the turnaround jumper. He can't hit. And Hayes comes down with the rebound, kicks the ball to Ingram. He'll bring the ball across the court for the Pelicans. Ingram over to J.J. Redick for the 3. And J.J. on fire. J.J. Redick has hit 3 out of 4 of his last 3-pointers. So 75-78 3-point game. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Will Barton kicks the ball into Malik Beasley. Malik Beasley goes inside, blocked, but it goes into the Joker's hands. And Joker will go up with the jump hook to score 75-80. Brandon Ingram passes the ball into Hayes. Hayes back to Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram thinks about the 3. No, Redick behind the back pass to Holiday. Holiday can't hit. Barton comes down with the ball. Passes it up to Malik Beasley. Back over to Barton. Barton thinks about the 3, pulls it back down. Barton gets the ball out to Beasley. Beasley backs up behind the 3-point line. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Beasley directing traffic. Hands the ball to Joker. Joker back to Beasley. Beasley shoots the 3, can't hit, and Joker fouled down inside. Fouled hard by Brandon Ingram. So Joker will go to the line for 2. I do believe it's just a common foul. Ingram was going for the ball.
Yep.
So Joker with the offensive rebound, and guys, this is what I'm saying about the New Orleans Pelicans. They have to box out because Nikola Jokic just pulled that rebound down and the ball came to his hip. That means no arms were up. They weren't boxing out. There's no way he should have gotten that offensive rebound. So they have to do a better job at boxing out. Simply boxing out will increase your rebounding.
Yeah, I don't understand why. Yeah, I was just about once again, D Jefferson always finds a way to take the words out of my mouth. It's about fundamentals, guys. I mean, you gotta, when you see you getting out rebounded, that's why they always say gang rebound. Get in there, and like I said, you gang rebound. It's not really gonna. It's still gonna stop the other team from like getting second chance points. Got a gang rebound. All right, so Lonzo Ball gives it to Redick. Pump fakes, takes a step back, shoots it, misses. Rebound. Torrey Craig gives it to Jokic. Jokic has been a beast on the boards today. Not just him though, but Will Barton. All right, he's got it on JJ Redick. Screen set by Jokic. Jokic gets the ball back. Jason Hayes on him, right side of the floor. Pump fakes, dribbles all the way right, kicks it out. That was a tough pass right there. Will Barton dribbles left, can't find anybody. Takes Jokic, takes a one-legged step back three, misses, and that was better getting rebounded by the Pelicans right there into the hands of Zion. Zion, quick pass to Hart, pump fakes, dribbles all the way to the basket, takes it right at Jokic, and he scores.
Josh Hart is playing. He's balling for the Pelicans. Will Barton inside, working on Ingram. Ingram with the foul. Will Barton will go to the line for 2 points. Let me tell you something, guys. I like this Pelicans team. Do you see the action, the intensity, the hustle of Josh Hart? That is huge. This guy is rebounding. He's driving the lane. He's stealing passes. Josh Hart is all over the place. Zion Williamson all over the place. Guess who hasn't really shown up like what we're used to seeing from him? Brandon Ingram. When these guys get it all worked out, this team is going to be special. And slowly, guys, watch Lonzo Ball. He's playing solid basketball right now. He's finding the right guys. These guys may not be hitting the shots, and that has a lot to do with these assists. These guys have missed some easy layups, but Lonzo Ball is finding them. So this Pelicans team's looking really good. 7-point lead by the Denver Nuggets. Lonzo Ball with the ball on the wing, gives it JJ Redick. JJ Redick passes the ball. Nice way to get his hands in there by Will Barton, but he knocks the ball out of bounds. So 15 seconds on the shot clock. Monte Morris will check in the game for Will Barton. So, guys, 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Etwan Moore checks into the game. I don't see who he came in for. I believe it was Brandon Ingram. They're going to give Brandon Ingram a rest. Lonzo with the pass to Hayes, but Hayes gets fouled, so Hayes will go to the line. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Lonzo Ball with that court vision. This team's going to be special, man. Mark my words.
I think with the way they play offensively, because they've gotten much better in terms of their cutting and their off-ball movement. I just think that they just got to get better defensively more consistently, but this team is going to be really good. It's a young team.
And when that draft comes up, I think they definitely should be looking for a couple of big men. I would say first round and their first and second pick. They should probably go after 2 big men. I'm not even going to lie to you because they need some length on this team.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, man.
Maybe a center and a power forward.
This is the free throw. So looks like the ball is in the hands of Monte Morris. Denver is on a 14-6 run, ladies and gentlemen. And they have now taken a 6-point lead. As a matter of fact, speaking of Monte, shoots the 3, goes in and out. Rebound to Jeremy Grant. Gives it to Michael Porter Jr. He shoots the 3, and he trains
the 3. Let's go.
87-78. Michael Porter Jr., he's quietly had a solid game for his 15 points of his own. All right, so Lonzo, beautiful ball moving by the Pelicans. Each one more with the 3, he misses. You'll take the miss as long as the ball movement was good and you got a good shot. All right, so Malik Beasley with the screen set by Jeremy Grant. He takes it to the paint. I'm surprised there was no foul call. Michael Porter Jr. gets the offensive rebound, but he gets blocked, but they call a foul on the way up.
Unreal.
That's crazy.
That was no foul.
Actually, no, that was no foul. My mistake. Actually, no, that was all ball. Where was the foul?
Yeah, that's what I was
I
saying.
thought
That was
that
no foul, bro. That was no foul. Hayes hit the
on both
buzzer.
possessions. Oh, well, they calling that? I don't know. That should, or was the ball tapped out of bounds? I don't know. But Jeremy Grant's got the ball. He gives it to Malik Beasley. I mean, not Malik Beasley. Gives it to Monte Morris off the pick and roll, and Jeremy Grant scores 89-78. And the Pelicans better be careful because the game is starting to get a little bit away from them right now. It's an 11-point game. Lonzo gives it to Redick. Redick shoots, and he is fouled.
So
He'll go
this
to the line.
ties. Oh, I'm sorry, but this ties the largest lead of the game. Pelicans got to just settle down and get some stops. They're actually playing pretty good defense.
Yeah, they are. And so JJ Redick pumps, gets into the paint, but he overshoots it wide. That was a good presence right there to make him change the shot. So Malik Beasley kicks it out to Morris. He shoots a 3-pointer, knocks it down.
No
Etuan
good
Moore did a poor.
Pelicans.
That's a poor job by Etuan Moore. He never saw Morris go to that corner and then pick him up in time. 92-78.
6 run guys by the Denver
Yep.
Nuggets. Foul on
20.
Malik Easy.
Yep. Yeah, he fouled JJ Redick. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's those little details, man. He ran, and Etuan never saw him. He was so focused on Malik Beasley putting the ball on the floor, he didn't even see Monte Morris go to that 3-point line. And that's why I said this is why I said about the depth of these guards by Denver. This is why they're such a dangerous team. If they just get a superstar player, this team is gonna be they would be the team to beat because they're great defensively. They're starting to run again. As JJ Redick is at the free throw line and misses the free throw. You're talking about a career 87% free throw shooter. I believe he's shooting 90 this season, but he misses the free throw.
Yeah, unbelievable. And I'll tell you something, guys. And I said this in the last game against the Spurs. The Pelicans clearly need Zion Williamson because this is an upper echelon team. And when Zion was in the game, remember, they tied the game up. Zion Williamson working with Holiday, they tied the game up. And Zion's everywhere. Like, he's in on the rebounds. He's in on the block shots. He's hustling. He's shooting threes. He's dunking. So they're going to need him, man. Jeremy Grant goes inside on Hayes. Can't score. Nice defense by Hayes. And Jeremy Grant steals the ball from Josh Hart. Wow. So Jeremy Grant goes into a pose before he goes out of bounds and calls timeout. That was actually a smart play by Jeremy Grant. Calls the timeout before he goes out of bounds. So,
yeah, for a second, I thought he was doing the mannequin challenge. Like, I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah. He was supposed to go out of bounds, so he called a timeout real quick. That was really smart.
Nah, good awareness and presence by Jeremy Grant. Give him his props on that.
Yeah. So slowly, man, the Denver Nuggets they've gone on a 24-8 run, and they've mounted a pretty decent lead here. Good thing for the Pelicans is that it's the third quarter. You don't really want to go into the third quarter, 14, 16 points down like that. But they're going to get Zion Williamson back to start that fourth quarter. And probably the same way they did in the last game, they're going to extend his minutes and allow him to play a little more. So hopefully the Pelicans can give us a little lockdown defense, get some stops, and find themselves back into this game.
Oh, yeah.
Way back into this game, I should say.
Mm-hmm. I know things have been cooking in the chat out here, especially between Freddie G and Doug Banks. He says, nah, fam, it's almost February. He ain't putting no work compared to John Morant, second game since October. If they give it to Zion, you know how the league is rocking. That's facts. John Morant has been there since day one. It was kind of like the argument with last year with Luka Doncic and Trae Young. Well, we'll get back to that right now. The game is back. Go ahead, D. Do these last couple of seconds for that third quarter.
All right, Monte Morris, jump shot. and drains it right over the top of Etwan Moore. Monte Morris is killing Etwan Moore, 94-79. Drew Holiday will bring the ball down for the Pelicans. Drew Holiday looking, passes the ball over to Hart. Hart over to Redick. Redick for the three. Redick on fire. Redick drains the three, 82-94. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Will Barton with the ball. Dribbles around Holiday. Will Barton, step back jumper. And he can't hit. So we'll go into the fourth quarter. 12-point lead, 94-82. Denver Nuggets up by 12. But, guys, we're going to get another taste of Zion coming back into that fourth quarter.
That's right, folks. So Zion's coming back into the kitchen, and you're going to get just a little bitty taste sample of Zion Williamson. And remember, he's 7 of 8 from the field with 15 points. 7 of 8 from the field, man. Ain't nothing to sneeze at. That the efficiency is great. And like I said, you don't got to run plays for him. So I'm leaving this little overlay thumbnail because we're gonna see some Zion in that fourth quarter. So you already know. Shout out to Wilberto Casillas. Shout out to him. He subscribed to the LBFWN. He's a new sub. Appreciate you for subbing to the channel. And he says, JJ. That's right. JJ Redick is one of the greatest 3-point shooters of all time. His career threes, I believe he is at 1,833. I think that's his. I know he's in the top 5.
That's what's up. Appreciate you, Castillas, man. We appreciate you checking out Basketball Live with Lewis and D. Hope we don't disappoint, my friend.
I could tell he's a big Zion fan, and he has to be a Pelicans fan at that too. So, shout out to Wilberto. Doug Banks says the way Zion playing, and he's only going to get better. I could see them giving it to Zion of the Pels, make the playoffs. I wouldn't put it past Zion. But I agree with Freddie Gee once again, Doug Banks. He hasn't put in enough work. This dude missed 3 months of action with that meniscus in his knee. And if the league gives it to Zion, then you already know what the league is doing right there. And that's not, to me, that's not fair to John Morant because he's been there since day one.
Yeah, so, and John Morant will have to completely fall apart to drop that to Zion Williamson. I mean, even if Zion Williamson continues to play like this, look at how John Morant is playing. He's a big part of that Grizzlies team. So I can't see Zion stealing that back from him.
And here's the thing also. This is kind of like with Luka Doncic and Trae Young last year. Trae Young was the best rookie in the second half of the season, but Luka Doncic was the best rookie all year from day one. See, that was the difference because Trae Young struggled at the start of the year while Luka was putting up impressive numbers. And remember, he was being compared to LeBron James in his rookie season, and they're doing the same thing in his second season too. But Luka was backing up his play. That was the key. And he was good from day one. It's the same thing with John Morant and Zion Williamson. And Zion Williamson has missed a lot of time, and he's been good since what? Day one. And I love Zion. I love the impact that this guy is playing with. But it's just, again, John Morant's been putting in the work from jump. So I just think, that's not fair on their part.
Back to the action. Etwan Moore brings the ball down, kicks it to Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday goes right inside and scores. Nice drive inside by Drew Holiday. 84-94, 10-point game. Monte Morris will bring the ball across court for the Denver Nuggets. Monte Morris dribbles around the Grant screen, kicks it back to Porter Jr. for the three. Porter can't hit. Zion Williamson with the rebound. And Drew Holiday will bring the ball down the court. And it's a foul. Look like either Porter or Grant fouled Zion Williamson.
I think that might be Porter because he was the closest. Yeah, it's going to be on Porter.
That big boy down. Grab him. Pull his shorts. Tuck his jersey. So just Drew Holiday with the ball. Kicks it to Etwan Moore. Etwan Moore working on Monte Morris. Etwan Moore turn around, jump on Monte Morris and drains it. So single-digit lead, 86-94. Monte Morris with the ball. You got Justin Holiday. Passes it to Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant with the turnaround jumper over Zion Williamson. Nice jump shot by Jeremy Grant. Drew Holiday brings the ball down the court. drives right down into the lane, pauses, throws up the jumper, can't hit. And Morris got the ball again. Working on Drew Holiday, steps back behind the three-point line, dribbles around the Jeremy Grant screen, kicks it back to Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant drives on Zion. Zion's nice defense, almost pinned it on the backboard. Jeremy Grant can't hit. Josh Hart goes coast to coast with the ball and scores, gets fouled, and will go to the line to try to convert for the three-point play. Josh Hart is balling for the New Orleans Pelicans. Man.
And here's the thing. When he played with the Lakers last year, they kept trying to make him into a shooter, but Josh Hart is best when he puts the ball on the floor. That's what he does best. Penetrating into the paint. That's what Josh Hart does best. He's more of a corner three than a guy. They were making him, when he was playing with LeBron last year, they were making him shoot, making him into a spot up shooter. That's not his game. You can see how he's impacting the Pelicans with the way he's playing right now. And he's much better, much more comfortable, especially in the open floor. So his free throw is good.
It's on the three-point play, so it's 89-96. Go ahead, Lewis.
All right, so Monte Morris brings the ball up. Man, I really like Monte Morris. Nice young player. Gives it to Michael Porter Jr., another great player. Ooh, takes a nice step back, but shot was terrible. But he gets the ball back, and Drew Holiday deflects it out, and the Pelicans will still have the ball.
Look, should that have not been out of bounds? Didn't he touch the side of the backboard?
Did they usually call out of bounds on those sides? I'm not even sure.
Maybe it's the top. It's the top. Maybe I'm wrong. It's just the top of the backboard.
I think it's the top of the backboard.
Yeah.
Well, usually they call it on the top of the backboard.
Just not used to seeing it go right off the side of the backboard like that.
Right, but yeah, Michael Porter Jr.'s shot just ended up hitting there. He actually put a nice move. It's just it ended up going that way. And looks like, was it a defensive 3 seconds? Might be.
Yeah, defensive three.
All right, so who is at the line? Looks like it's Malik Beasley, and he knocks down the free throw. 97-89, folks. 10:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. Again, guys, Mike.
You see what I'm saying, Lewis, about Zion Williamson? Once he came back into the game, they started digging into that lead automatically as soon as he came back into the game. And that shows you the impact that this kid is on this team, man.
I just feel like with him in the game and the whole minutes restriction, it's going to hurt their chemistry for a good while until he can play consistent minutes. But he has the impact, like you said. So Michael Porter Jr. inbounds the ball to Jokic, the Joker, looking for somebody, gets it to Monte Morris, who gives it back to Jokic, left side of the block, and he swipes the arm through like a lot of these shooters do, and he gets the foul call. Zion said he made a mistake because he knew it was on him, so he fouls Jokic. That was a nice little matchup right there. Yep.
And Zion just gotta learn, man. That's veteran moves right there. Joker's just picking up quick. He's been in the league. He knows some of these moves.
He knew Zion was playing him close.
Oh, Zion Williamson with the killer block inside. That's what that man brings to the game. What a block. Zion Williamson on Malik Beasley. Get that mess out of here.
Zion gave you that Duke block. Oh, my goodness. That athleticism is scary, man. Woof. That's Zion Williamson, bro.
24-second violation. Let's go. That's what Zion Williamson brings to this team. Let's get back into this league, guys. So the Pelicans will get the ball on the turnover. Nice defense by the Pelicans there. 97-89. See if the Pelicans can dig back into that lead. Drew Holiday goes right down into the lane. Pass the ball over to Hart. And the ball stolen. Bad pass out of the corner. I don't know who let that ball go, but it was a bad pass, but stolen back by Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday will come down, give the ball to E'Twaun Moore. E'Twaun Moore with a sloppy pass outside. He lost control going into the lane. And the Nuggets will get the ball back. So
this is another problem of the Pelicans. They turn the ball over a lot. They're one of the league leaders in turnovers.
Right.
And
And
it's because of plays like that. Once they get caught in the air, they really don't know who to pass the ball to. And so that gives these opposing teams, they get right into their passing lanes and then they turn the ball over. So better decision making by the Pelicans. As it is, so here comes Monte Morris. He's got the ball. He gives it to Michael Porter Jr. Takes another step back, shoots that three, in and out. I would have loved for the Nuggets to move the ball on that possession into the hands of Redick. He gives it to Holiday. He tried to go into a transition three, couldn't. Nice pass to Josh Hart, gets into the lane, but oh, what a swat away by Gary Harris right there. Jokic with the outlet pass to Morris. Morris dribbles. Good control, good control. All right, you got 11 on the shot clock. They dump it into Jokic, your best player. Dumps it. Holiday playing, and he has no choice but to foul, and that's a mismatch.
yeah.
That's a mismatch all day, every
Where
day.
the hell? Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Where the hell was the foul on Josh Hart, bro? Gary Harris and Jokic had their hand on his body, bro. That was nasty right there.
Gary Harris had body first before he got that block. I see it, and that was
Yeah,
on the
and
left.
Jokic had hands on him too. He got fouled twice, bro. That was not even a legitimate block if you think about it. That's
It's
crazy.
not.
That's crazy right there. So Will Barton with the ball on the wing gives it to Joker. Joker for the three, and Joker can't hit. Rebounded by Josh Hart. Is Josh Hart going to get 10 rebounds this game? Holy hell. So E'Twaun Moore with the ball. And E'Twaun Moore passes the ball over again. Alvin Gentry needs to get E'Twaun Moore out the game, put Lonzo Ball back in the game. Because Lonzo Ball was throwing very good passes. We know that Lonzo is a good defender. He needs to get E'Twaun Moore out of the game, bro. That's what I think.
Too much wah, 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 wah. That was the Pelicans' 16th turnover. The Nuggets only have 8. This is why they can't stay in games, because they keep turning the ball over. All right, so ball's dumped into Jokic. Once again, matchup with Zion. Let's see what happens. Jokic, pump fake, gets it Zion in the air. Oh, he tries to dunk it, but he dunks it too hard, and the ball pops right out of the basket. Ball goes out of bounds, and it goes over the backboard. Case in point. And the Pelicans get the ball back.
And I will say this, that was a hell of a move by the Joker to get around Zion Williamson. Pretty good defense by Zion, but, I just said it early in the game. To be a 7-footer, he looks kind of slumpy dumpy, but Joker has some very good footwork, man. Very good footwork.
Oh, yeah. He's very skilled. And on top of that, he looked like Dirk Nowitzki when he did that pump fake and just drove to the basket like that, because Dirk has a similar build like Jokic. All right, so Drew Holiday gets all the way inside, shoots it off the glass. He misses. Zion trying to get the rebound. Jokic overjumps, but they get the ball back. Lobs it to Zion. Oh, and does he get fouled?
Yeah, he got fouled.
I get concerned when Zion kind of fell like that, but at least he didn't land on anything, so he's good.
Yeah, I know all of the Pelican fans' heart just stopped when this kid just, falls like that. But
that was a nice lob pass, but Grant got a piece of the ball, but yeah, okay.
Joker with the block inside.
Oh, nice pass.
What a block. The ball, so the Pelican gets it right back. JJ Redick for the three, and JJ Redick is killing them. Redick hits the three, 92-97, 5-point game. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game. So Joker with the ball. Joker with the lob over the top. Will Barton can't hit, but he's fouled by JJ Redick. And I'm sorry, that was Grant. Grant can't hit, so Grant will go to the line for 2.
So 5-point game, guys, 97-92.
Right. So Grant was arguing that Redick tried to take him out in the air on purpose, but it's not that. Redick is just, he can't jump like you, Grant.
Buddy, stop it. Redick.
I think the referee.
You're taller and more athletic. Probably first free throw was good, 98-92. JJ Redick had no chance, so he did what he could only do. So no way, and it's not intentional. JJ Redick is not somebody who intentionally tries to hurt people. He's just
Definitely
playing
not.
hard.
Always been a classy player. So Zion Williamson for three from the top of the key, can't hit off the front of the rim. JJ Redick comes down with the rebound. Kicks the ball up top. Brandon Ingram back in the game. Brandon Ingram for three, he can't hit. And the ball will go out of bounds. So 7-point game. And they got Brandon Ingram back in the game. Brandon Ingram needs to find his mojo. He got to get his mojo back, guys. I'm not sure what's going on with Brandon Ingram right now, but he's got to get back into some type of offensive rhythm because I'm pretty sure that they were expecting, all of these guys to continue to play this way. Just imagine if Brandon Ingram was playing the way he had been before Zion came back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're looking for, but he's kind of, I don't know what's going on with Brandon Ingram in these past two games. Is he trying to figure out how to work with Zion on the floor or what?
I mean, the thing is, if you're Brandon Ingram, like, number one, you got the ball in your hands already. Zion is not. He's not a ball dominant player. So, but my question is, he doesn't really get into rhythm because I just think that Ingram, to me, he's been shooting a lot. Like, if you've seen the two games, he's been taking way more jump shots than he was before Zion came back. Ever since he's come back in these two games, he's been shooting more outside shots and he's really not attacking the basket as much. But I think it also could, and it's funny because most of his points pretty much have really come from the free throw line, from those two technicals, and then Mike Malone getting the technicals to getting kicked out. As we got an old guy doing the floss right now, somebody's dad. Right here in the New Orleans arena. So, shout out to everybody in the chat. He says, Doug Banks says, shout out to Doug Banks. I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying Zion will make things interesting, much like Young, to your point. Yeah, he's going to make things interesting, but I just think that, like I said, if he gets that award over John Morant, then the league is pushing it because they're trying to push Zion to be the next one. They were doing it before he even got drafted. I mean, they put him over Klay Thompson in an NBA power rank when that dude hasn't proven anything yet, as talented as he is. I think. Freddie Gee says, do y'all think Zion has the potential to win Defensive Player of the Year one day? What are your thoughts on that, D? Can he win Defensive Player of the Year one day?
I'm not sure, bro. If he stays healthy, he could. He could. He plays very good defense. I don't really have too many complaints about Zion Williamson. One of the only complaints I have with him is he kind of gets a little butterfingers there sometime with the ball. But outside of that, man, he does a lot of things well. He does a lot of things very well, and it just seems like he's going to improve on all of these things. So we're back in the game, guys. Will Barton brings the ball down, 7-point lead by the Denver Nuggets. Monte Morris with the ball out on the wing, gets it down inside the Joker. Joker working on Favors, turnaround jumper. Joker can't hit. And Lonzo back in the game. Lonzo comes down with the ball, kicks it to Brandon Ingram, back to Lonzo at the top of the key. Lonzo will give it to Favors. Favors to JJ Redick. JJ Redick giving it to a cutting Lonzo, and Lonzo with the touch pass to Favors. Favors couldn't handle the pass and end up missing the shot. So Joker is going to get the rebound. Gives it to Will Barton. Will Barton with the ball at the top of the key. Dribbles around the Joker screen. Kicks it to Torrey Craig for the wide open three. And Torrey Craig drains it. 102 to 92. Back up to a 10-point lead.
All right, so JJ Redick gets the ball.
Passes the ball to Lonzo. Lonzo for the three. Can't hit. Favors gets the offensive rebound. But Lonzo with the bad pass in the corner, and Will Barton will steal it. Corner pass to Morris for three, and Morris drains it. And a timeout by Alvin Gentry. And guys, here we go again. As soon as Zion Williamson sits down, the Denver Nuggets go on a 7-0 run. And
just like that.
Just like that. And I mean, this is It's got to be disheartening for the Pelicans fans and the Pelicans team because they were working themselves back in the game. And of course, they can't leave Zion in there for the remainder of the fourth quarter. But as soon as he sits down, the Pelicans go right back on a 7-0 run and extend this lead right back up. So very unfortunate, man. You know, I know everybody's waiting for this team to get healthy and see what they can do when everybody's healthy.
Yep. All right, so let's see what's going on in the chat. What Freddie said. He said that's what my coach used to say: never jump to pass. Facts. He says Josh Hart is a great rebounder. All guards from Villanova are usually aggressive rebounders and their defenders. That's my squad. Well, shout out to Villanova. They've always had, that's a very good program, and they've always had great players come out of there. And like I said, Josh Hart is scrappy, man. Good rebounder. Very good rebounder. Yeah, very sturdy too. Nathan said not just Nathan, shout out to Nathan Rogers. And once again, make sure you guys subscribe to both Speaking About Sports Talk and LBFWN. He says Zion needs to get like 17 plus. You mean points or rebounds? Rebounds have been kind of difficult, so he's been doing a little bit of more of the scoring. But I believe Zion has. I think he's still stuck on 15 because he missed the 2 free throws and he's missed some open shots. But hopefully he could get more. But that's on the coach and that's on the medical staff. That's why Zion's not playing the minutes that he should be. But it's because he's coming off the meniscus, so they're afraid he gets hurt, especially if y'all saw that lob attempt.
So quick update, guys. The Miami Heat have scored 2 points in the last 6 minutes. The LA Clippers went on an 18-2 run, and they're up 101 to 87. 11 minutes and 23 seconds in the fourth quarter. So the Heat was battling right there with the Clippers for a while, but they went on an offensive slump of sort, it would seem, and they find themselves down by 14 points, 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
So let me see. Yeah, so the game is just about to come back, and Jonathan Diaz, shout out to Jonathan Diaz. He says, how much weight does Zion need to drop? I would say 30 to 40 pounds, and he's good. 30 to 40.
All right. So real quick, Lewis, shout out to Miami Canes all day. He said, hi, I'm a Bulls and Heat fan. I just subbed. Congrats. Your 950th sub. My man, Miami Canes all day. I do appreciate you, man. 50 away from 1,000. Miami Kane is 950. You're the man for that. So Heat fan and Bulls fan, okay, we got you. We're going to definitely get some of you guys' games in there. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Miami, you got Basketball Live with Lewis and D, and I do appreciate you. Get over there to the LBFWN. That's Lewis, my partner in crime. Appreciate you, my man.
All right, so the game is back, guys, and we got 5:01 remaining. Looks like the Nuggets turned the ball over. Oh, no, wait, no, I'm sorry. The Pelicans had the basketball. So what am I saying? I think the ball went out of bounds. So the Pelicans will retain possession. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. LBFWN and Speaking My Sports Talk. So Lonzo inbounds it to Brandon Ingram, who just checked back in. No Zion. Brandon Ingram takes the jump shot, and he gets the roll. 105-94. I think if Zion it was in this game is obviously a lot closer.
Yeah, for sure.
Went on a 7-0 run as soon as he went out. It was 98-92 when he was in there. So Jokic with the basketball. He gives it a little Bart to Monte Morris, who misses the short runner with the right hand into the hands of Josh Hart with another rebound. Drew Holiday's got it. Kicks it out to Lonzo Ball, right corner 3, and he knocks it down.
Lonzo plays the 3. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Get some stops. Get some shots. Get back in this game. 8-point game, 105-97. 4 minutes, 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and we going for a timeout, guys.
Lonzo Ball sounding like Drake. He'd be like, I be shooting threes from the corner, non-stop. All right. So, all right, we're at a commercial break. Let's once again get back into the chat. Shout out to Tomoko in the building. He says, I feel like the New Orleans Pelicans are lacking in confidence from the picture I saw as your background for this video, which is why I think the Nuggets will win. The lack of confidence to me is when Zion sits out. I think that's where the lack of confidence in, and then on top of that, Brandon Ingram hasn't played well in these two games right now, and I think
And
it's just because of the chemistry. Go ahead, D. I'm
yeah,
finished.
and I just wanted to say shout out to Tomoko because I'm actually seeing a lack of confidence in Brandon Ingram and Favors. Favors is not playing confident out there either. And look, guys, two key players can change the whole, atmosphere on that team, man. And those guys are definitely key players, especially when you can't play Zion for 4 minutes. They're gonna need Favors to be active, to come in there and be active, jump, box out, and he's just not playing with that intensity. So shout out to Tomoko.
All right. Shout out to Josh, who I haven't seen in a little bit, man. What is up, bro? What is going on? My man Josh the GOAT in the building. What is up? What is up,
Watch the
family?
GOAT.
Shout out to ETX Sports. He had said every time Zion goes out, they drop 12 points. Zion leaving Pelicans like Shaq left Orlando. Well, I don't think that's going to happen as of yet. I mean, he's only 2 games into his NBA career, so I doubt that's going to happen right away. But I'll get back to the chat. So, guys, the game is back, and we have. So it looks like there was a 24-second violation, so the Pelicans will get the ball back. So very good defense by them. Still plenty of time, guys. It's only an 8-point game, 3-possession game. Go ahead, D, take this one.
All right, so Brandon Ingram working on Jeremy Grant, gives the ball to Drew Holiday. Lonzo Ball with the quick pass into the corner for Josh Hart 3. Josh Hart can't hit. Joker tries to save it, but he can't. And Josh Hart comes in, steals the ball, gets the scoop layup, gets fouled. We'll go to the line and try to convert the 3-point play. Josh Hart is coming through big for the New Orleans Pelicans today, guys.
I just think his aggressiveness and activeness has been just nothing but stellar right now. He gets active. He gets after it. You could tell that he's from Villanova. He's got 13 rebounds, guys, a double-double with 11 points. 13 rebounds for Josh Hart.
And he does convert on the 3-point play, so it's a 5-point game, guys. Pretty good game with it. Zion on the bench. Will Barton brings the ball down, kicks it to Joker. Joker back to Gary Harris. Inside the Joker. Joker working on Favors. Joker with the move on Favors. Favors bites, fouls Joker, and Joker will go to the line for 2. He does that so easily. Favors is just not equipped, man. They're going to have to get a big man in there. And, Joker's really talented, so I'm not going to give Favors too much of a headache on that play right there. But, they need some more length on this team for sure. What is Favors, like 6'10"?
Yeah, 6'10".
Yeah, they need some more length. You have some really good 7-footers in the league right now. 6'10" as a 5, just not going to cut it in this league.
Yeah, that's facts. Looks like Jokic knocked down both free throws, so it's 107-100, 3:21 remaining in this game. So Lonzo Ball brings the ball up. Like I said, Drizzy Drake gives it to Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday almost lost the ball, but he gets it over to Brandon Ingram. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Brandon Ingram shoots over the top of Grant. Can't hit. And Gary Harris comes down with the rebound. So, guys, 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. Still not over. 107-100. 7-point lead by the Denver Nuggets. Will Barton passes the ball to Gary Harris. Harris loses the ball out of bounds. So, turnover on the Nuggets. And the Pelicans will get the ball back. Fortunate for the Pelicans.
The Nuggets have 5 turnovers in this fourth quarter. That just went off his foot.
So Drew Holiday drives the ball in the lane and gives it to Favors. Nice lead pass by Drew Holiday. Favors will score. So back to a 5-point game. Will Barton will bring the ball up the court for the Denver Nuggets. Will Barton kicks the ball over to Joker. Joker calls for Torrey Craig. Torrey Craig gets the ball. Torrey at the top of the key. Passes it back to Joker on the wing. Joker working on Favors. Turn around. Cross-court pass to Gary Harris in the corner. Harris tied up. Nice defense by Lonzo. Joker comes, turnaround jumper, can't hit. And Jeremy Grant pulls the rebound down and gets fouled. So he'll go to the line. Guys, box out. You got to box out. No way Jeremy Grant should have had that ball. He should have been boxed out. Look at Drew Holiday standing there with his back on no one. This is fundamentals, guys. If you have a longer team, you're going to have to box out. Wow.
So real quick.
Young team, man. That's all it is.
So Jeremy Grant's got 13.7 rebounds, 4 assists. His second free throw was good. Denver leads 109-102. The Nuggets have 7 turnovers. I said 4. They got 7 turnovers in this fourth quarter. That's what's kept the Pelicans in this game. But the problem is the Pelicans are not boxing out, as D was mentioning, with the rebounding. So Lonzo Ball gives the ball to Drew Holiday. Good defense by Gary Harris. Bounce pass to Favors. He gets into the paint and he draws the foul. And Favors can cut this game back down to 5. 1:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. 109-102.
Favors not the best free throw shooter, but probably should drain at least one of these.
Yeah, he got double fouled right there. Should that count for 4 free throws? Dang, because Torrey Craig got a piece of his arms. It should be 2 and 2.
On cue, Favors misses the first one.
Yeah. And see, this is another problem with the Pelicans. This is not a good free throw shooting team. That's their 12th missed free throw tonight, guys. 12.
Got to account for that. You're down by 7 points and you miss 12 free throws. You got to kick yourself in the head. So Favors drains the free throw. I guess I am right every now and then. He goes 1 for 2, 103, 109, 6-point lead by the Nuggets. Will Barton brings the ball down, dribbles around the Joker screen, steps back behind the line, kicks the ball to Joker. Joker with Favors on him. Joker's with the footwork behind the back, spin inside. Joker can't hit, and Josh Hart crashes the board for yet another rebound. Looked like some contact there, not called. Brandon Ingram for the 3. He cannot hit, but nice hands by Josh Hart again. Josh Hart in the corner for the 3. And Josh Hart, bottom of the net, 106, 109. Josh Hart doing it all, baby.
All right, 1:16 remaining. Here we go. Into the hands of Will Barton. Crowd chanting defense. Josh Hart with 15 points and 14 rebounds. Pelicans fans on their feet. 1:06 remaining. 10 on the shot clock. Will Barton dribbles right off a Jokic screen. Kicks it out to Jokic. Jokic for the 3-pointer, and he misses. Offensive rebound once again with the offensive rebound. So Will Barton gets it back. Under a minute remaining, Will Barton gets into the paint, lays it up, and he scores.
111, 106, 5-point game. It's still not over, guys. And as I look back, they slowed it down. That was actually nice defense by Favors on Joker. He actually got the block there from behind. So good defense by Favors, man. But game not over yet, guys. 40-something seconds left. Only a 5-point game. Pelicans got to get a stop, get a score, and they can find themselves right back in the game. It's only a 2-possession game, guys. 48 seconds left, and the Pelicans do have a timeout left. So we still got a game on our hand. And while they're in the timeout, real quick, let me give you guys an update. 96-111. And it looks like the Clippers are trying to run away. Clippers up 111-96 on the Miami Heat. 7 minutes 8 seconds left in that game. So still time, guys. 15-point lead by the Clippers, however.
Because we've known the Clippers to blown leads as well when they get double-digit leads. So Miami can still come back even though they've struggled in this game.
That is a fact. And everybody do me a favor. If you're on the LBFWN, smash that like button. If you're new, smash that subscribe. And I think everybody aborted, everybody but my man, my new fan, Miami Canes all day in the house with me. We got about 3 people over here on Speaking Mind Sports Talk. But anyway, smash that like, hit that subscribe when you listen to the playback on the LBFWN, Speaking Mind Sports Talk. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. It's lit up in here. Let's go. Holiday to pass the ball in. Got to get it in, Holiday. 5 seconds. And he got a 5-second. Oh, another turnover at the end of the game. A 5-second violation by Drew Holiday. Did they get the timeout?
It looks like they might have gotten the timeout. Let's see real quick. Let's look at the replay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait, no. That should have been a 5-second violation. They just didn't call it. So he got the timeout.
They gave him the timeout, man, but that looked like about 6-7 seconds to me. But well, Holiday, I don't know. All he had to do was throw that ball over the top to to Ingram. I'm just not understanding. That's a blown timeout, guys, and they actually needed that. It's 48 seconds left. You know, you can advance the ball with that timeout, but rookie mistakes. This is a young team. You know what I mean? Young team. My man Josh the GOAT comes over and said, D, showing support, man. We appreciate you, Josh. That's what we love about you guys. Basketball Live with Lewis and D. You guys come to both channels and show support. Really appreciate that, my man.
Appreciate everybody, as always, for both channels. All right, so as I'm looking in the chat before this game comes back kind of quick, Freddie Gee says Zion's tenacity after loose balls has grown more from grown men frightened. That's a fact. I said from day one he was going to score 18 to 20. You did say that off of dunks, layups, putbacks, and noobs. You did say that. Zion's activity is what makes that happen. Damn, Lonzo Ball still can't find anybody but gets it to Drew Holiday. Gets all the way into the paint, lays it up. Oh, but he misses. He looked at the ref if he's going to get a foul call, but no foul call. 39 seconds remaining. The Nuggets just passing the ball, playing keep away. Torrey Craig gets into the paint, and he scores. It's 113-106. So
Brandon Ingram with the air ball. This game is over, guys.
Yeah. Usually Layla would say it OVAAAA over.
Yeah. Layla.
All right, so Jokic just keeping it away, playing keep away, palming the basketball like he MJ.
And he's going to do a 44-second violation happily.
He's just going to take that away.
Yeah.
And man, even though the Pelicans got, in this game and they only lose by 7, well, we got to wait to see what these 3.5 seconds do. And they're just not going to do anything. They're just going to let the ball dribble out. The Denver Nuggets get a huge road win. They move now to 31-14, while the Nuggets lose their second straight. They are 17-29. And I gotta say, man, before we get into, I'm not even really gonna look into the stats because I could really tell you 3 things lost this game. And I don't know how D feels, but he'll probably agree with me, possibly on all of these. Check it out, guys. Zion not playing enough minutes, so you lose his impact on the floor. The rebounding pretty much killed them. And then late in the game with the turnovers. Those 3 things really hurt. Really, 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 really hurt. As well as Josh Hart played, as well as Zion Williamson played. The turnovers, the rebounding, and Zion's missing impact cost the Pelicans this game, along with Brandon Ingram struggling to shoot the ball from the field for the second straight game, guys.
Yeah, man. So I tell you what, I'm just so impressed. This is one of those losses, guys, where we clearly know that Zion had to sit out the last 6 minutes of that game. And, they won by 7 points. Okay. This game could have actually gone either way, Zion playing all the minutes. Remember, guys, he played only 4 minutes in the first quarter, only 4 minutes in the second quarter. And then he plays only, what did he play? Like 6 minutes in the last quarter. So he played a total of 18 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
The kid scores 15 points, 5 rebounds, and he was involved in all kind of. He had a couple of blocks in there. I mean, just imagine his impact playing a full game. This is what he's done in 20 minutes, and they only lost by 7. So the sky's the limits for this team. Sky's the limits for this team. But they got to do something about those damn turnovers, man. They had 17 turnovers in this game. 17, guys. 17 turnovers. And they're going to have to work on boxing out because 24 to 13 offensive rebounds. I mean, come on, man. And total rebounds, 55 to 46. And some of those rebounds was just from sheer irresponsibility. That's it. And the last thing that they have to do is hit these damn free throws. Because with all of that being said, guys, they led in points in the paint. They led in three-point shooting 44% to 32%. They led in field goal shooting 46 to 37%, but they still lose the game. That's unheard of.
Yeah, and let me see. I was just looking at something. Here we go. Shout out to Patricia Sutton, man. One of my true loyal supporters from day one. Says she already liked and shared possibly twice. She says, "Good night, ladies and gents. Enjoy the game." We enjoyed the game. The game was lit. Just wish Zion was on the floor more. But shout out to Patricia Sutton. Always appreciate you, sis. I told you that lady, she knows her basketball. She definitely knows her basketball. And Tomoko had predicted that the Nuggets were going to win, and he did. So great prediction by you, Tomoko. He says, quick question, which undead force would win, 3 vampires or 189 zombies? That's a tough question right there. I'm going to go with 189. I'm going to go with 189 zombies.
Yeah, I'll go with the 189 zombies too. Appreciate you coming over on Speak Your Mind Sports Talk, showing that support, Jay. Lewis, let me shut this down right quick. Hey, guys, we appreciate you, Miami Canes, all day. Look, I'm going to put the channel in the chat, Miami Canes. We're still going to be rocking out over here on my partner's channel, LBFWN. So if you want to come join us over there, which I would really like you to do, and subscribe there too, we're going to finish this up. But I appreciate all you guys coming out to join us for Basketball Live with Lewis and D. If you want to continue to slide on over to the LBFWN, we're going to talk about this game. So, and like I always say, for the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace. All right. Thank you, my man.
Of course, man. So shout out to people in the chat. Josh was basically saying, he says, I'm not expecting Zion to play that many minutes. He's more to draw viewership until he's comfortable with his knee. I agree with that. I agree with Josh on that because if you look at Zion, they mentioned it in the game against San Antonio. He sold out 12,000 more tickets, and ticket sales actually went up because people were waiting to see Zion play from what he did at Duke. So I definitely think in terms of viewership, you know that there's going to be more sold out games because of Zion Williamson. And it's crazy. Brandon Ingram has been their best player, but it's like they want to see Zion because of how of an athletic freak he is. So, you know, as good as Brandon Ingram has played pretty much all season, again, they want to see Zion. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I wouldn't be surprised that there might be a little bit of jealousy going on there between Ingram and Zion Williamson. I hope that's not the case and they can work well together because, again, Zion is not ball dominant. But we've already seen through 2 games, and hopefully it's not a trend that Brandon Ingram is struggling. He struggled both times. So he really didn't have an impact in the game like Zion did. So it's really interesting, though. Really, really interesting.
It is interesting. And he was basically, he was the man on that team, you know? And
that's right.
Just to me, to Moko's comment about confidence, right? Because he knows what Zion is. Everybody in the league knows what Zion is. And, these players know when the media is following a certain player, they're going to get a little more of this and a little more of that. You understand what I'm saying? And so it could have shook him up, bro. That Zion is back. But Brandon Ingram, what are you going to do when he's fully healthy and he's on that floor, 38 minutes, 40 minutes of a game sometimes? What are you going to do then? You got to find a way to stay consistent offensively and work with Zion, because just like you said, Lewis, Zion doesn't have to have the ball in his hand, which is another beautiful thing about his game. He doesn't have to be ball dominant to still be dominant in the game.
Right. That's right. And all right, so we're gonna look at some other comments real quick before we close out the stream. Josh says Zion is the next one up for sure. And like I said, I feel like the league is going to try to market Zion to be the next one, especially what we've seen the first two games. You can tell that at some point they're going to really try to push Zion to be the next biggest star and the most marketable in the NBA. And this is probably most likely once again after LeBron. Once we get into that post LeBron career, they're gonna, because the league is always going to be pushing for that next one. So Tomoko has said, who was more impressed that my prediction was accurate? No, I was impressed that you picked the Nuggets, man. I was really impressed. They ended up winning the game. You predicted, you got it. So
I'm really impressed because Tomoko's not an avid NBA fan, so very impressive.
Yeah. So Freddie Gee says big facts about Zion bringing in the ratings. No, I agree, man. It's like I said with those ticket prices. You saw merchandise sales went up. Prices went up again. 12,000 extra tickets were sold just for that first game. It just lets you know that he's going to be impacting in terms of revenue down there in New Orleans.
You got balls.
Freddie Gee says Ingram acts like he can't hoop with a star player shadow over his shoulder. Same thing happened with LeBron. Hopefully he can fix it. I mean, it's a little bit different. I mean, I somewhat agree with that, but it is a little bit different though. Because the thing is, Brandon Ingram's not really a spot up shooter, so he's got to be ball dominant. Difference is you got a player like Zion who's not as ball dominant as LeBron is, and LeBron's another one who needs the ball in his hands. So, like I said, Kuzma to me looks more. He fits more of the mold in terms of playing with, at least playing with Bron. Because Brandon Ingram's having a career year without LeBron, but it's just that now you have the funny thing is you have an off-ball player who's being more impactful in these two games than the on-ball player in Brandon Ingram. So but I just think for Brandon Ingram, he has to continue to attack the basket, because I noticed that when Zion's in the game, for some reason, he takes more jump shots than he does when he was mixing up his game real fine before Zion came. And Zion doesn't dominate the ball, like I said. He just, for some reason, acts like you say, he acts like he can't play basketball all of a sudden. And he also says, I love watching Zion's weak side blocks reminiscent of Shaq smacking into the third row. You could even say Dwight Howard for that match. You don't even have to really go that far. You could even say Dwight Howard. I think in terms of his body type, I would say Shaq in terms of the way he blocks, though. So I can see your point.
Yeah, no doubt. No diggity. No doubt.
So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to close this stream for tonight. This was definitely a lit game. And D, one more time, just give the scores around the league so people know what's going on, and then we're going to close out the show on this one.
All right. So let's do it. Let me pull that up. My man Lewis. Y'all here live, basketball live with Lewis and D. Not gonna get no better. It's the best duo smoking in the YouTube basketball community. All right. let's take it from the top. We had the Bucks play the Hornets today. Bucks took out the Hornets 116 to 103. That's a game that was probably expected to go that way. Magic and the Celtics were battling there earlier, but the Celtics was probably able to mount a lead and pull out that with an 11-point win, 109 to 98. The Memphis Grizzlies take out the Pistons 125 to 112. Raptors get the job done out in New York, but the Knicks hung in there. 118 to 112 is not so bad. Shout out to my New York Knicks. The Kings take down the Bulls 98 to 81. Clippers and the Heat still tangled up in the game. It's an 8-point game, 1 minute, 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Clippers lead by 8, 118, 110. As we just seen here, 113, 106, the Nuggets take down the Pelicans. Great game we had here, and we appreciate you guys coming. And for the final game of today, we had the Thunder blow out the Hawks 140 to 111, and that's just scores around the league today, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, man, this was another great live. This live was lit. We had a great game. Wish the Pelicans would have pulled it out. I wish Zion would have stayed on the floor. But we know this is going to be an experiment throughout the season. Hopefully his knee can hold up where he could play more minutes, and actually hoping more of these games will actually get him into better playing shape. But this was great. You guys have a wonderful night. I appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure y'all continue to like. Make sure y'all continue to subscribe. And make sure y'all, again, always share the stream. Make sure y'all catch the replay. Salute to you guys. And like I said, you already know the deal, man. Pound it with your chest 3 times, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Live, laugh, love. Thank y'all for watching. D, close them out right here on my channel, and we will end the broadcast, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through.
All right, we appreciate you guys, and of course, live, laugh, love, and for the love of sports, let's talk about it. Basketball Live with Lewis and D. Peace out.
All right, deuces, everybody.